new chapter of arena football begins in Wheeling. A new team, rooted as deep as the coal in our hills. And on the banks of the Ohio River, where so many have played before. A new journey is taking shape. And that journey begins now.
The Pigskins are flying once again at WesBanco Arena. That can only mean one thing: arena football is back in the Ohio Valley. Good evening and welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Chris Dober alongside of Jeffrey Blumenauer, getting set to bring you the Wheeling Miners and the Jersey Bearcats. Jeff, this has been a long time coming. We were all set up for the COVID season, but I think that pretty much speaks for itself. The COVID season did not happen, but here we are 4 to 5 years later. We're finally in the broadcast booth at WesBanco Arena, getting set to bring you indoor football here in the Ohio Valley.
Absolutely. A lot of hard work has gone into this week, getting everything ready to go. First week was an away game. This week we get to play at home, fields down, boards are up, let's get it going.
And you mentioned that and you hit it right on the nose. For the Miners, they had to go on the road right away and play a team that was undefeated in the regular season last year. That was the Steel City Stampede. The Miners had no issues with Steel City, a 58-0 victory for Wheeling in that one. But then they get to turn around for their home opener, and you take on last year's champions in the Jersey Bearcats. So it's definitely been a crazy start here for the Wheeling Miners. You take on an undefeated team from last season, but then you take on the playoff champs in the Jersey Bearcats.
I mean, you're thrown right into the gauntlet right off the word go. Two good teams you see right away. They get tested right away. I tell you what, the team responded great. They've had a great bunch of weeks of practice. And I mean, honestly, the story here, I think, battle of the quarterbacks.
It really is going to be, and that is going to be for the Jersey Bearcats, number 2, Stephen Colon, the Glenville State product. That name may sound familiar to some fans of indoor football here in the Ohio Valley. He played here in 2019 as a member of the Carolina Energy that was defeated by the West Virginia Rough Riders right here in WesBanco Arena, but he got a championship under his belt last year with the Jersey Bearcats. And then for the Wheeling Miners, it is going to be Ohio Dominican product and Harlan Hill finalist Grant Russell, and he has some arena experience playing with the Columbus Destroyers, so you're really going to see the balls flying here tonight between both these squads.
Absolutely. We'll start with Cologne. He wants to get back in this building. He has a bad taste in his mouth the last time he was here. And then for Grant Russell, he's taken a couple years off. He had his first game in a long time last week. He threw for 3 touchdowns, ran into more. So, I mean, the legs are looking good. He's fresh. He looked phenomenal. The deep ball's still working for him. Can't wait to see him out here tonight.
2 of those touchdowns going to West Liberty product wide receiver Isaiah Robinson from just up the road here. About 45 minutes, played his high school ball at Washington High School and then over to West Liberty. He's been a phenomenal receiver out there. You have Aaron Finch, the Wheeling University product, Andre Thomas Cobb, Andre London will be in the lineup tonight. You have Ron Brown from Teal, who is just a Swiss Army knife out there, can play pretty much any position. He'll line up at wide receiver, and then also lining up at wide receiver for the Wheeling Miners, you're going to see Jeremiah Flores, the Central State product that was picked up at the National Recruiting Combine there. Just a phenomenal wide receiver, just fresh out of school. So a lot of great targets out there for Grant Russell.
Flores is really coming to his own in the past couple weeks. He's a great route runner. He's become a great route runner. He didn't know much of the arena game before that, but he's really breaking off his routes. Grant was able to hit him on his first 2 passes, I believe, in last week's game. So, I mean, to get his confidence up and get going, a great position receiver here for the Miners.
2 running backs that you're going to see in the backfield, West Liberty product, Charles Westbrook, and then you're also going to see Teal product, Andrew Plowden in the backfield. The guys protecting those guys, D. Dixon up front, also Joe Zellum. What an athlete this young man is from Waynesburg. I want you to tell the story about this young man and how he ended up as a Wheeling Miner.
So oddly enough, Coach Rez, who's the coach of the Wheeling Miners, goes to the National Scouting Combine and finds this athlete who won the all-around athlete trophy there at the Scouting Combine, and he says, I'd like to sign you. Where did you go to college at? He goes, oh, Waynesburg, 45 minutes from here. So Coach Rez flew in a plane up to Indianapolis and finds a guy 45 minutes away.
Absolutely. Then you got to look over on the defensive side of the ball. Dio Dessois from Seton Hill University. He was a finalist for Defensive Lineman of the Year in Division II. He's going to be a wrecking ball down there tonight. And then making his second professional game, Javen Jones from Fairmont State University. And then you also have Andre Portis and then Zay Lewis there in the middle. Just a phenomenal run plugger there up the middle and stopping the passing game. These defensive line's going to be very dangerous. Unfortunately, former WVU product Larry Ford not able to make tonight's game. More than likely we'll see him down the road here, but these guys here are going to cause a lot of havoc in the trenches.
A lot of experience. Andre Portis went to school at Marshall, has a couple arena championships and indoor championships under his belt with the Sioux Falls Storm, which is a great franchise in the IFL. Just a great product. His very first snap as a minor, he causes a fumble, and then they go down and score. So just a great setup there for the defensive end.
In the linebacking core, you're going to have Javon Johnson, the Wheeling University product, and another name that some Wheeling folk might know, that's number 24, Cam Dixon, the former West Virginia Rough Rider. He will see his first action of the season here tonight. But Jeff, also, this defensive backfield, oh my goodness. Let's start with Khalil Finley, a rookie out of Midwestern State, just a phenomenal defensive back, really adjusted to the arena game already. We saw some great things out of him in week one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the strongness of this team outside of the defensive line is that backfield. Is the defensive backfield. I think they're going to be ball hawking all night. They're going to be honing in on Stephen Cologne.
Absolutely, indeed. We already mentioned Aaron Finch, the Wheeling University product. He got his first thing in arena football last season with the Jacksonville Sharks of the NAL. He really had an opportunity to get some arena experience. Unfortunately, had an injury last year, and then he finds himself in the Wheeling Miners uniforms.
His previous year, he was in Jacksonville, and he played both ways. He was able to play receiver and play defensive back. So he's good at both. He's somebody that we could see play both sides of the ball here tonight in Finch.
Absolutely, indeed. Tyree Williams, another rookie that I am so impressed with out of Farley Dickinson. Just a phenomenal, strong athlete in that defensive backfield. He's somebody that we're really going to see a lot of out of here tonight.
Absolutely, and like I mentioned, that strong suit is definitely the defensive backfield. They communicate. They like to rush to the ball. Not only are they going to make interceptions, but they're also going to make tackles as well.
Absolutely, indeed. Devontae Tinsley, another one. He has some experience with the Amarillo Venom. He's another one that's going to be in that defensive backfield out of Averett University. Another big-time player that you're going to see out there.
Absolutely. Had the pick six last week, so somebody that's looking to get back in the end zone on the defensive side of the ball.
And then we get to introduce him, the Swiss Army knife, Anthony Prevost, the kicker out of Hampton University, also part of that National Recruiting Combine. He's the kicker here, the former West Virginia Rough Rider. He is very familiar with WesBanco Arena.
Absolutely, just a great fan favorite here for the Rough Riders, now a great fan favorite for the Miners as well. He can put the ball through the uprights. He can put and place it anywhere he wants to. If he wants to line up over there and kick it down in the corner, he can. He's just got a great weapon, is Anthony Prevost.
And that just shows you a little bit there about this Wheeling Miners team. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock between the Jersey Bearcats and the Wheeling Miners. So we will catch you then right here on the Miners YouTube stream. And welcome back inside WesBanco Arena. I'm Chris Thoburn alongside of Jeffrey Blumenauer, getting set to bring you Wheeling Miners football action here. And we're also going to have our national anthem here, so we're going to let you tune in for that here this evening.
The
Excellent job there by Coach Retz's wife, Angela. Jeff, we were talking in pregame about the Wheeling Miners, but we definitely didn't forget about somebody, but we wanted to wait to introduce you to RC Everbeck, 54 years old. Last week, April 13th, 2024, on the opening kickoff of the Wheeling Miners' 58-0 victory over the Steel City Stampede, RC Everbeck was the sixth oldest professional football player of all time at the age of 54. In the game, RC was on 6 kickoffs and played 6 downs as linebacker. He had 2 tackles, one of them on a QB keeper. Now, the countdown is on for him setting the world record as the oldest impact player of all time with over 100 plays. It has begun. The next closest player in arena football, you might know this name, T.T. Tolliver at 41 years old. And then in the NFL, George Blanda at 48. So it is just an excellent time here. RC Everbeck at the age of 54, played college football at the age of 50, and now he's out here in a Wheeling Miners uniform and doing a fantastic job in a Miners uniform.
I hope I can do the things that RC is doing at 54. I mean, unbelievable. He's able to go down. You're going to see him on kick coverage. You're also going to see him play some little linebacker here. Anthony Prevost talked about how much he's able to snap the football back to him. So that's going to be a great thing for RC, but a great thing for the Miners to be a part of and to have here in Wheeling is RC Everbeck.
And once again, he's going for the record for, once again, not just special teams plays, but it is going to be when he is playing on defense. He is also the long snapper on this Wheeling Miners team. You mentioned Anthony Prevost, a big boot down there as well. And Jeff, the anticipation has been coming for this one. It's been 4 or 5 years since the COVID had canceled the 2020 season, but now we finally have arena and indoor football back here in the Ohio Valley.
The excitement is great. We still have people trying to get into the building, Chris. I just was sent a picture a little bit ago. There's a bunch of people still trying to get in the building, so it's going to be packed here. Great atmosphere. The drum line is starting. What a great addition for this year's team.
Absolutely, indeed. We'd like to welcome in all Wheeling Miner fans, as well as our friends from the Jersey Bearcats. We want to welcome you into tonight's broadcast, all the friends and families of both teams. And of course, if you're just an arena or an indoor football fan, we want to welcome you in to tonight's broadcast as Anthony Prevost is set to kick off here for the Wheeling Miners. They will be moving from right to left as you are watching on your radio dial and also here on YouTube. The Miners in the black helmets with the Miner on the side, the dark blue jerseys with the gray numbers, the yellow outline, and the black pants. The Jersey Bearcats going from left to right. Brendan Renford back deep there for the Bearcats. This is a guy that has arena experience with Lehigh Valley and then also played for the Philadelphia Soul. Also back there is Kyle Ward, wide receiver out of Long Island Post University. And Anthony Prevost has this one set to kick off. Once again, the Bearcats really like their uniforms as well, with the black helmets, with the bear claw on the side, and the red jerseys and the black pants.
Prevost going to be looking for the Uno here right off the kick. If he puts it through the uprights, Chris, 1 point Miners.
So here goes Prevost with the kick, and it's going to be a good one going just right under the scoreboard. Renford going to bring it back here for the Bearcats. He finds some room, but he is going to be drugged down by Cam Dixon, the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native.
Great tackle there for Cam Dixon to find his way back into the game this week. He played with the Rough Riders in 2019, so he's a household name here in WesBanco Arena.
Starting safety back there is Aaron Finch. Khalil Finley will be one of the defensive backs here on the near side. Over on the far side, Tyree Williams, the rookie. Williams out of Farley Dickinson. Zay Lewis, Andre Portis, and also Javen Jones down there on the defensive line for the Wheeling Miners as we get our first look this season at Stephen Colon, the quarterback there for the Jersey Bearcats. Bearcats going to come out here with trips to the near side. Receiver is Savrides. Renford also over here on the near side, and Joseph Aldarelli out of Monmouth University. Sidecar off to the left of Colon. Colon dropping back to pass, looking for the home run pass. In the vicinity is Williams, but the pass is going to be caught by Renford, and that'll be a touchdown for the Jersey Bearcats. The arena veteran Brendan Renford getting the Bearcats on the board right away on a pass from Stephen Cologne.
Williams had great coverage there down the field, just jumped a little bit too early. The receiver hauls it in and touchdown Bearcats.
So a home run pass there for the Bearcats, and they find themselves on the board. Jonathan Cordova in to attempt the extra point here for the Bearcats. It'll be out of the Adam Dolphin hold. So one pass and a touchdown there for the experienced Jersey Bearcats. Stephen Cologne to Brendan Renford. And just 1 minute into the game, it is 7-0 in favor of the Bearcats.
Just a great pass there. Looking at it again here, Cologne just uncorks it down the field. Just unstretched arms there. Williams could not get to it and finds Renford there in the end zone.
And that's one thing that you're going to see out of this Bearcats team. They definitely know how to heave the ball around the field. They have a quick 7-0 lead in this one.
Now offensively here, Chris, got to come out, got to put points on the board, got to answer here very quickly. Back here, we'll see what Grant Russell has for us in store here to start this drive.
And Russell's one that can really sling the ball out there as well. Like I said, folks, this was going to be a pretty high-scoring game with the high-caliber talent of both these quarterbacks and wide receivers. Khalil Finley back deep here for the Miners. He'll hang out at about the 5-yard line. Aaron Finch also back there deep as Cordova has this one teed up to begin once again. Cordova, also another one of those Long Island Post University players. Kick here from Cordova, and it is going to hit off of the ceiling on the return there. So no return, and we'll see Coach Rez's offense now take the field. And it should be at the 20-yard line to begin this drive for the Wheeling Miners. Grant Russell out of Ohio Dominican University getting ready to take the field here. He was a Harlan Hill finalist for one of the best quarterbacks in Division II. 8,729 yards passing, 73 touchdowns in his college career, Jeff.
Yeah, just the absolute menace back there at the quarterback position. Last week he had the 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing, so we'll see what he has in store for us here tonight.
He will be flanked by the sidecar there in Charles Westbrook. Isaiah Robinson going in motion for Wheeling. Russell back to pass, overthrows Robinson. Pass will fall incomplete. So the snap on that one from Israel Evans was just a little bit too slow, and Russell had to throw it just a little bit too high there for Robinson. In on the coverage there for the Jersey Bearcats was Nick Price.
Price is one of those linebackers that's going to find the ball wherever he's at. He's a good linebacker down there for the Jersey Bearcats. Miners are going to have to settle in here, understand the jitters of playing at home. Got to get it settled here on this next play.
Ball on the far near side hash rather of the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Miners. Russell back to pass, looking, finds some room, throws one downfield. He has Flores into the end zone. Touchdown Miners! Jeremiah Flores from Grant Russell.
What a great route there by Flores. Finds his way into the end zone. Just jumped over the defender there. Great job, great read there by Grant Russell to find Flores in the end zone. We talked about Flores in the pregame. He's one of those possession receivers, but he will find his way to the end zone as well.
Anthony Prevost in to attempt the extra point out of the Andre London hold. RC Everbeck, the long snapper there for Wheeling, as one of the Jersey Bearcats players had to come all the way off the field here on the near side as they had too many guys. Now they got another one jumping off the field. My goodness. Guys jumping off the field everywhere here. This is the first game of the season for the Jersey Bearcats, so they're still trying to get the formation down here. Here's the snap. It's going to be a low one. Prevost with the extra point try is going to split the uprights and good. 12-18 to go here in the first quarter, Jeff. 3 plays, 2 touchdowns, 1 from each team.
What a pass there by Grant Russell to Flores. He finds the corner of the end zone there, jumps up and gets it, and brings it down for the Miner touchdown. We're all even here, Chris.
Jeremiah Flores, his first receiving touchdown as a pro, and it comes here at home, does it for Flores. And just what an amazing catch there by Jeremiah Flores on that one.
Just what a great start to this game here. I mean, exchanging blows. This is a heavyweight fight here. 7-7 to start this one.
Now, and if you're the Jersey Bearcats, do you kind of feel that target on your back? I mean, you're coming in as the defending champions. Unfortunately for them, they have to start the season on the road. They had a game scheduled at home last week, but because of travel issues, they were not able to play. So you definitely have to feel that target on your back if you're the Bearcats.
Absolutely, defending champions, and against a team that's trying to upstart and being new in this league in the minors. So yeah, definitely huge target on the back of the Bearcats here.
Back deep here for Jersey, Jonathan Alderelli and Kyle Ward, as Anthony Prevost has this one teed up. Once again for the Miners. Ward having to retreat all the way back near the end of the end zone. Will bring it out to the 5. Finds a hole here on the near side, and he is going to be brought down by Tyree Williams. Williams just going right through that lane. Had to just shed one blocker, and picture-perfect tackle there by the rookie Tyree Williams.
Williams making up for the touchdown here on the other side by getting the special teams tackle there on the kickoff return. Let's see the defense can hold in here, see what Coach Mont has in store for this drive.
And like I said, it's definitely tough if you're out there for the rookie Williams. You were going up against the veteran in Renford. You also had a veteran in Stephen Colon at quarterback. 11:49 and counting here in the first quarter, all tied up at 7 between Jersey and Wheeling. The Bearcats striking on their first play of the game, 41-yard touchdown pass from Stephen Colon to Brendan Renford. And then it was the Miners answering back the other way. Grant Russell hooking up with Jeremiah Flores. Savride's going in motion here for the Bearcats, and it's going to be a handoff to the running back, Nas Adams. Not a lot of room for him to go as he gets up over the 15-yard line. Bring up second down for the Bearcats. Making the stop there was Cam Dixon.
Cam Dixon, Isaiah Lewis also in there on that one. Just a great nose tackle down there for the Miners.
The second down, let's call it about 6 here for the Bearcats. Second down and 7 rather. Ball on the far side hash of the 16-yard line. Trips over to the far side. Empty set here on the near side. Adams, the sidecar off to the right of Colon as he sends Savrides in motion for Jersey. Colon back to pass, looking, tries to go to the other side. Zay Lewis had him wrapped up initially, and he's going to be hit, and he is going to be sacked. Zay Lewis with the initial contact there for the Miners, also being helped by Javen Jones and Andre Portis.
Just a great scramble to the ball play there by the Miners defense. They're ready to go for this drive. Just all over the quarterback there. Colon had no time, couldn't do anything, looked downfield and found himself on the ground.
Ball will be on the far side hash of the 12-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 on the play. Brings up third down and 11 here for the Bearcats. Coach Mott shouting out final instructions down there for the Miners. 9:54 and counting here in the first quarter. All tied at 7. Definitely two different looking drives here for the Jersey Bearcats. Trips over to the far side. Renford is going to be the one in motion here for Jersey. Adams, the sidecar off to the right of Colon as Renford goes in motion. Portis jumping off side is going to be a free play here for the Bearcats, and knocking the ball out of the way was Khalil Finley, but it will be a free play as Portis jumped just a little bit too quick on that one for the Miners. Jeff, we failed to mention Larry Ford, former WVU product and West Virginia Rough Rider, not available here tonight. Had to tend to some business back home. So Javen Jones getting his first start at defensive end. So it will be offsides against the Miners. Move the ball up to the 17-yard line. Still remains third down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, the principal had to take care of some issues up where he's from. But, yeah, Jones definitely getting the start here. Fairmont State product, just a great book in there with Portis.
Savrides, the far side receiver. Kyle Ward and Renford here on the near side. Adams, the sidecar off to the left of Cologne. Cologne going to send Savrides in motion. Dropping back to pass. Looking. Has a man. Ball's underthrown, and it's going to be knocked away there by Tyree Williams. It looked like Savrides had a jump on the play, but it was an underthrown ball by Cologne, and Williams in the vicinity again to knock that one down. Also, Khalil Finley and Aaron Finch there on the coverage, Jeff.
Just too many bodies in a small place there. Cologne, he's a veteran. He tried to get away with one there and almost ended up with an interception.
Because he had Savrides wide open there right off the bat and wasn't able to get it to him. And then it was underthrown, and Williams just getting a paw on that one to be able to knock it away. 4th down and 6 upcoming here for the Bearcats. Renford and Ward here on the near side. Savrides over on the far side. Adams, sidecar off to the left here of Cologne. We're going to have a flag on the play. Be a procedure call against the Bearcats. And that's going to move them back behind the 15-yard line. They'll have to attempt 4th down once again, do the Bearcats.
That's going to help out the Miners defense there. Not that they needed any help on this drive at all, but it's definitely going to make fourth down a lot harder there. They're switching personnel. They kick a field goal here, Chris.
Cordova. He was really booting them in warm-ups. Back deep will be Aaron Finch, Wheeling University product and former Jacksonville Shark of the NAL. So Cordova in to attempt the extra point. This will be out of the Adam Dolphin hold. See if the Miners bring pressure here.
Say Finley's got a chance, or Finch here's got a chance if this misses.
So Cordova's kick's going to go off to the left. Finch able to grab it off the wall, going to bring it out of the end zone. He has some room at the 15. He's at the 20, to the 25, breaks the tackle, and will be brought down at the 21-yard line in Bearcats territory. An excellent return there by Aaron Finch, making the catch up against the wall and bringing it out on that return.
Just like I said, Chris, if Finch had a chance there, he could definitely break something off. That is great field position here for the Miners.
So you get punched in the mouth right away. The Bearcats just come out flying with that touchdown pass. The Miners answer right back the other way, but then they're able to slow down the Bearcats once again. You could just feel the momentum from the Miners just shifting here on this one.
Absolutely. We look at the field goal here again. He tried, missed it, didn't get it. Finch takes it, and just down the field he goes. I mean, honestly, I think he's one block away, Chris. He trips up there. He gets that. He's into the end zone.
Got some big blocks there, like you mentioned, and also Andrew Plowden applying the pressure there on Cordova.
Get a good look there at Coach Rez. Coach Rezinato, one of the elites here in arena football, has a couple championships. He's been around the game a long time, anywhere from Carolina up to Pennsylvania and all around in between. Just a great coach, offensive-minded, knows how to get after it and score points.
He really does indeed, and I mean, you just saw he's just got that Blake stare, and it scares me half to death. I would hate to be a player down there. If I see Coach Rez just staring at me, I'm just going to be like, all right, what did I do? What can I do to improve and not make you stare at me like this again?
That's the former Marine coming out of
Absolutely. Indeed. Great matchup here. Defending champs in the Jersey Bearcats, Wheeling Miners. New franchise here in the AAL2. DJ Daner down there, the new Miners MC. Want to give a special welcome to him. Also to Mark Delbrug, the PA announcer. Jeff and I are also a part of 1JB Media. Want to thank Jonathan and his crew. Donnie Yeager in the booth here tonight, giving us some stats. And then we'll also hear from former St. Clairsville product and current Wheeling University offensive lineman Jamarcus Webster, not Jamarcus Russell, Jamarcus Webster. And he'll be joining us here at halftime to kind of give his breakdown. And Jeff, Jamarcus getting his first vision of arena football.
Absolutely, just his first glimpse of this great game that we all love and the reason we're here tonight.
And we were talking about RC Everbeck, just pulling up some of the stats here. In 1987 to 1989, he was actually a scholarship athlete in the decathlon for Washington State University. And Jeff, I don't know if you know much about the decathlon, but that is not easy at all. So RC Everbeck, a decathlon athlete from Washington State University. This is the one fact that he told us about that I thought was really interesting. In 1988 in the summer, he was deep sea longline fisherman in Alaska out in the Bering Sea. Didn't see land for 3 months. I mean, my goodness, like just to be away from your family for that long, but it would definitely be a mental thing. But you could just see the way that RC carries himself. You can see just the type of man that something like that just turned him into.
Absolutely. I mean, just a great person to talk to. And here's a fun fact. A lot of people, I mean, will know this afterwards. RC Everbeck was in Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the cool facts. He was the Thai guy in Pretty Woman. That's where he got his start. So from football player to actor, back to football player, just an unbelievable story in RC Everbeck.
He started his career in 1989, and you mentioned Pretty Women. He was actually living in his car when he shot the movie at the time. He acted in movies like Spider-Man, Sneakers, and 12 Bucks, lots of TV and commercials as well. And he most recently starred in the lead movie Lie Detector, which should be out next year. So RC Everbeck, not only is he busy being the oldest person to play professional football, he's also a busy actor out there as well, Jeff.
Absolutely, just a great person in RC Everbeck. Getting back to action here, excuse me, with the Wheeling Miners and the Jersey Bearcats. Miners looking to capitalize on this great field position here on the great return by Aaron Finch.
They're actually going to mark Finch down at the near side hash mark of the 20-yard line. First down and 10 here for the Miners. As they get the markers set here, telling the chain crew, yeah, you guys don't have to stand here. You guys can stand behind the ball so you don't get run over, rather.
Been there, done that.
Jeff was on the chain gang for the West Virginia Rough Riders. First down and 10 for the Miners. Westbrook, the sidecar off to the right here of Grant Russell. Flores is the near side receiver, going to go in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Westbrook up the middle. Not a lot of room, but Westbrook able to gain a yard. It'll bring up second down and 9 here for the Miners. Making the initial stop is Tarek Pusey out of Rhode Island.
Just trying to give him a different look there was Coach Rez with the run, just trying to keep him off that, keep him honest there. With they've thrown the ball around a lot. Just got to throw a sprinkle of run in there just a little bit.
Absolutely. The first time that we saw Grant Russell under center here in this one. 6:49 and counting, all tied up at 7 here between the Bearcats and the Miners. Far side receiver is going to be Andre Thomas Cobb, the Western Kentucky product. Flores here on the near side. Isaiah Robinson going to go in motion for the Miners. Russell has Westbrook, the sidecar off to the left. Russell back to pass, looking, going across the middle. Isaiah Robinson with the catch. Touchdown, Miners!
A great read there by Grant Russell and finds Robinson in the back of the end zone. Way to continue the route there, and Robinson working it back across the end zone. He finds himself open, and Grant Russell finds him into the end zone.
19-yard touchdown strike from Grant Russell to Isaiah Robinson. Robinson's third touchdown of the season. Grant Russell's second passing touchdown of this game. And the Miners are in the lead 13-7. Extra point pending here from Anthony Prevost. And he is going to hook it inside that left bar. And 6:11 to go here in the first quarter of play. 14-7 in favor of the Miners. So, Jeff, we mentioned it, the long play there by the Bearcats, but then the Miners answer back-to-back drives with touchdowns.
Absolutely, just a great job there by Grant Russell. Here it is again, looking, fires over across, finds his man in the back of the end zone in Robinson. Just a great picture-perfect ball by Grant Russell, and once again, great route running by Robinson.
He was initially signed in 2019 by the Baltimore Brigade, then was traded to the Columbus Destroyers. What did he say? I think he was only there for 2 or 3 days and then got traded to the Columbus Destroyers.
Yeah, he said he didn't even really learn the playbook too much, and then he was in Columbus before he knew it.
Also, he was signed for the 2020 season to play with the Carolina Cobras, which he would have been under Coach Rez there for the Cobras. But unfortunately, that season getting postponed. But he joins Coach Rez here with the Wheeling Miners. Anthony Prevost here is going to try the onside kick try. It's going to bounce up and be caught by Steve Puzzo, and he will be brought down at the 23-yard line. You know, Anthony and I had a really nice conversation on his way up here from Virginia. Yeah, folks, he drives up here from Virginia the day before the game, and we were talking about it, and he even said, yeah, I know everybody would love to see the Uno, but it's not just about the Uno. I got to switch it up out there as a kicker too. This coaching staff is wide open to it, and we just saw it there. We're trying the squib kick.
Absolutely. Getting in there in the mix a little bit was Nick Coulter, the JM product. Great to see some Valley blood here in the arena.
Nick Coulter, a former safety when he was in high school for John Marshall High School, now finds his way at the professional ranks with the Wheeling Miners as a defensive tackle. Like you mentioned, out there on special teams. Ball on the near side hash of the 23-yard line. First down and 10 here for the Bearcats. Renford, he is the dangerous man in motion out there for the Bearcats. And we had multiple movements on that one. Christopher Coles more likely going to be the guilty party, as the Miners making sure everybody knows who jumped early on that one.
Johnson and Portis just trying to help out the official there, Chris. Just trying to be law-abiding citizens and help out the official.
And like I said, this was something that we did expect to see out of the Bearcats. It is their first game of the season. Miners definitely played a very clean game in their week one, 58-0 shutout over the Steel City Stampede. But you are going to see some adjustments and stuff that you're going to have to make from game to game. Renford will be the man in motion. Kyle Ward over on the far side. Savrides here on the near side. Adams, the sidecar off to the right of Stefan Cologne. Cologne, three-step drop, looking, tries to go across the middle to Savrides, but threw it well behind him. And unfortunately, Javen Jones going to be charged with a personal foul here as he hits Cologne way after the ball was thrown.
Yeah, just trying to move the pile a little bit there. Unfortunately, backs up into the quarterback, and they're going to get the penalty here.
So Coach Mott just letting the rookie Jones know, all right, we're going to give him one. We know what you did. Let's go get him on the next play. Ball will go into Miners territory on the 22-yard line. The Bearcats will have a first down and 10, 4:07 and counting here in the first quarter, 14-7 in favor of the Miners. Declared tight end is Elijah McKenzie. Played at Lackawanna College. Also has a teammate on the team from Lackawanna, 99, Javon Young. But staring him in the face is another Lackawanna product in Cam Dixon. We have a flag on the play, and we're going to have a delay of game against the Bearcats. So that's going to move this ball back into Jersey territory to the 24-yard line.
We're just going to flip penalties on that one, Chris.
Stefan Cologne was asking how long on the time. I mean, you have the back judge keeping the time here. The clock's already running. Cologne coming back into the huddle here. First down and about 15 there for the Bearcats. Twins over to the far side. Kyle Ward will be the motion man. Renford also over there on the far side. Savrides here on the near side. Ward going in motion. And they're going to say that he crossed the line way too quick on that one. And another false start against the Jersey Bearcats. So frustration settling in here for Jersey.
Much to be expected, Chris. The team that didn't get to play in week one kind of scrimmaged against themselves, so they're getting their first live action here tonight. And back-to-back plays here, just trying to get it figured out.
So it'll be first down and 20. Ball on the near side hash mark of the 18-yard line. Cologne getting the instructions here for the Bearcats. twins over to actually make that trips over to the far side. Savrides is going to be the man in motion for Jersey. Stack formation with Renford in the back. And Ward, and then Finley was run over on the play. Cologne looking downfield, has Savrides wide open, and touchdown Jersey, as it looked like Tyree Williams tried to step up and hit Savrides at the line, but he stumbled, and then Cologne able to hit him in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
Williams tried to collision there. That's one thing that Coach Mont loves to do, is collision the motion man there. He tried to do it. Savrides runs right through him into his way into the end zone, catches a wide open ball.
So Cordova in to attempt the extra point here to try to tie this one up for the Jersey Bearcats. As Savrides was wide open on that one. Here's the snap. It's going to be a low one, and it's going to be blocked. The Miners going to try to bring this one back out. It's Tyree Williams who gets a block from Portis. Williams going down. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. And it will be into the end zone for the 2 points. So Cordova's kick was blocked. And Tyree Williams returning it for the 2 points for the Miners.
Redemption there for Williams. Great job of just scooping the play up there and finding his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
And a great job to never give up on the play as well. Coach is now having a conversation with the officials. Coach AJ and Coach Rez, definitely good buddies down there. So we have the media timeout as the officials are going to discuss this one. What a great atmosphere we have going on here. Like I said, Jeff, at WesBanco Arena. You have the drum line that's over to our right, have the dance team, as you get a good look at Tyree Williams, the rookie out of Farley Dickinson, playing in his second professional game. And then Cologne hitting Savrides for that touchdown, as you see there on the replay. So 16-13 in favor of the Miners after the returned extra point after the block kick on Cordova. As we're going to give you a good look at this block, the snap was very slow getting back to Dolphin. Couldn't quite see who got the big paw up there. It looks like it was Andrew Plowden. Got the big paw up there to knock that down. And then Tyree Williams, the speedster, going down, able to stay in bounds as well, Jeff. Didn't hit up against the wall and return that one all the way for the score. 2:50 here on the stop clock in the first quarter, 16-13 in favor of the Miners.
Great job here by Portis. Look at this block, huge block by Portis, cleaning it up and opening the outside there for Williams.
And an excellent job, too, to avoid that blindside block as well. So it was a touchdown strike there from Stephen Cologne to Pete Savrides, the Wagner College product. But then the extra point by Cordova blocked and returned for 2 points. Get a good look there at DJ Daner, pumping up this very nice crowd here for the home opener for the Wheeling Miners. So Cordova set to kick off here for the Jersey Bearcats. Khalil Finley back deep for the Miners. Anthony Prevost tried a squib on the last one. We'll see what Cordova decides to do. He's going to kick this one way out of bounds. It almost hit a fan up there in the crowd, and that'll go back for a touchback here. So, Jeff, if you're the Miners, you gave up 2 long touchdown passes, but Grant Russell just keeps answering back the other way.
Yeah, absolutely, and then your special teams takes over and gets the 2 points for you. So that gives you the lead 16-13. So offense going to come out, score again. I mean, honestly, it's been a heavyweight fight between these two.
This is exactly what we expected here in this game. Ball on the near side hash mark of the 20-yard line. 2:27 to go here in the first quarter, 16-13 in favor of the Miners. Flores, the far side receiver. Finch will be the receiver in motion. Isaiah Robinson on the near side. Westbrook, the sidecar to Grant Russell as he sends Finch in motion. Russell looking over, has Flores on the far side, makes a move at the 20, lowers the shoulder and brought down inside the Jersey 20-yard line, and that'll bring up a first down for the Miners. But Jeff, Russell had to get rid of that one pretty quick. He had Finch, the motion man, going across midfield, was wide open downfield.
Yeah, that route was definitely set up there for Flores, though. Flores hit the dig there, stood there, waited on the ball. Just a great route there by Flores there. One thing that you'll learn about Coach Rez's offense is it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of things to clear out to let other things set up.
First down and 10 for Wheeling. Ball on the far side of the 18-yard line. Motion man is Isaiah Robinson. Twins here on the near side. It's going to be a handoff across the middle to Robinson. Has some room inside the 15-yard line. Will be brought down at the 14. Great carry there by Isaiah Robinson.
Just like I was talking about, smoke and mirrors, and then you see a jet sweep off of a motion there to Isaiah Robinson.
Robinson, a ton of speed down there, the West Liberty University product. Coming across the middle, also gets a really nice block there by Flores. Finishing the tackle there for the Jersey Bearcats, Tarek Pusey. The ball on the 14 after a gain of 4 to bring up second down and 6. Clock striking under a minute here for the Miners. Russell coming in under center. Sends Finch in motion. Fakes the pitch out to the right. Looking across the middle to Zellum. And it falls incomplete as Joel Zellum was the eligible tight end there. And just a little bit too tall for the Waynesburg product. And that'll bring up third down and 6 here for the Miners.
Zellum down there doing push-ups because he dropped the pass. Just a great player in Zellum. He knows he messed up, and that's one of the things that he tries to pride himself on, is trying to make every play. He knows he messed up there, tried to get it. Great wrinkle there by Coach Rez throwing that tight end pass in there.
Yeah, it was a picture-perfect pass. Just, once again, as an offensive lineman, you're not really used to receiving passes. So that's going to wrap up an exciting first quarter, 16-13 in favor of the Miners. And Jeff, what did you see in that first quarter out of both squads?
Just absolutely what we thought. Back and forth, a huge heavyweight matchup between these two. I mean, just a great game. Both trading blows back and forth. Just a great first half there, first quarter by both teams, and just seeing the quarterbacks sling it out and both coaches coaching against each other. Now, we didn't mention anything about AJ. He's a great coach. He's been around the game a long time. A great quarterback. Both two former quarterbacks here coaching against each other. Well,
you actually stole my fire there, because that's what I was going to bring up. You know, with Coach Rez and Coach AJ, you know, being quarterbacks, yeah, they like the long plays. Everybody would like to score quickly, but both of these guys are big fans of the short game too. You're seeing a lot of crossing routes that come in across the middle, and a lot of smokes and mirrors from both sides.
Absolutely. I mean, just the game plan going for both coaches right now. You can definitely tell they're both offensive mentality coaches.
Absolutely, indeed. We hope everybody out there is enjoying this one. Like I said, it has been an exciting first quarter and an exciting first quarter here for Wheeling Miners fans. Once again, we want to welcome in all Wheeling Miners family and friends and fans as well as our friends from the Jersey Bearcats. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this evening. I'm Chris Thoburn alongside of Jeffrey Blumenauer. But Jeff, like I said, it's been 5 years since I've been in the booth here for Arena football. First quarter was a little shaky, but hey, only you and I are going to improve here as we go along this season.
Absolutely. I mean, a little different for us. We're used to radio, so the TV part of it, definitely a great addition. I'm able to see plays, which is fantastic. Able to break it down for you, the fans watching on the stream.
First down, or check that third down upcoming here for the Miners. Russell has a sidecar off to the left in Westbrook. Robinson going in motion for the Miners as we have a stack formation here on the near side. Ball was really slow getting back to Grant Russell. Russell gets a nice block. Russell looks over, has Finch at the 10-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Miners. As Aaron Finch making the catch and taking a huge hit up against the boards by Nick Price, but has the Miners first down. Actually, it's going to be fourth down. I stand corrected. Ball at the 10-yard line.
Price, one of those linebackers that we talked about in the pregame show. He loves to stand over the middle. Grant Russell trying to find some time here. Great blocking there by the Miners offensive line. Just finishing off the hit there was Price on Finch.
So ball is at the 10-yard line. Fourth down and 2 upcoming here for the Miners. My apologies. Finch and Flores, the near side receivers. Robinson going to go back in motion. Russell going to go back, or the QB keeper rather, tries to drive forward. We have a flag on the play as Russell was brought down at the 9-yard line. Not sure if we're going to have, actually I'm not even going to venture to guess on this one. The flag came out immediately. Was that the jack out of the box? There'll be a first down for the Miners on the illegal defense. Is that what he called? Did he call the jack out of the box there?
Pretty sure. Couldn't hear him too much, but yeah, it looked like Price was not set. He looked like he came from the outside there, so definitely did not distinguish there as the linebacker, so gets called for the illegal defense.
Miners enter the Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration red zone. First down and goal on the far side hash of the 5-yard line. Stack formation on the near side, Finch and Flores. Robinson, the motion man here for the Miners. Russell in under center, rolling out to his left, looking, has Robinson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. Isaiah Robinson's 4th of the season. Now we have some extracurricular activity on the field. Multiple laundry on the field. And then Aaron Finch, Jeremiah Flores, everybody getting into this one. This is not what you want to see. So we have another hat thrown on the field. So hats, flags, everything else thrown down there. We're going to have to sort this one all out here, Jeff. I didn't see what exactly happened. I know Joel Zellum was the one that took the big hit after the play. Coach Rez was in there too, having a conversation. But Isaiah Robinson's 2nd touchdown of the game and 4th touchdown of the season. Grant Russell, 3rd passing touchdown of the game, 6th passing touchdown of the season. 4 of those going to Isaiah Robinson. As Anthony Prevost goes back over and says, hey, Mr. Official, I'm about 5'7", but I'd like to try to put this back on your head.
A lot of laundry on the field there, Chris. Multiple hats, multiple flags, just a huge situation here. So we're going to hear from the head official on figuring out what exactly were happening.
Okay, so we had offsetting with the offsetting unsportsmanlike conducts with the players, and then we had unsportsmanlike conducts on both coaches.
Well, that was fun.
So it'll be Anthony Prevost in to attempt the extra point. RC Everbeck, the long snapper, out of the Andre London hold. Prevost's extra point try is going to split the uprights and good. So Anthony Prevost looking up into the crowd there as the Miners take a 10-point lead in this one with 13:09 to go in the second quarter. A lot of excitement after that one.
Look back here at the touchdown again. Grant Russell just looking, waiting for the clear out route there from Robinson. Robinson finds his way into the corner of the end zone. Great route running. And once again, just the vision there from Grant Russell. Once again, finding the open receiver in the end zone.
Yeah, trying to see if we could see what happened after the play. Yeah, you had Zellum got taken down, and Zellum was clapping and then got stepped on by the Jersey player. That was Tariq Noble. So that's what caused the ruckus there. But once again, the offsetting personal fouls was probably going to go against Zellum and go against Noble. And then you had both coaches with the unsportsmanlike conduct as well. Anthony Prevost set to kick off here for the Miners. Prevost, very good kick, just not enough on it to get the Uno, but bringing it out there is Kyle Ward, and he is going to be hit into the boards there by Andrew Plowden, and then also by Devontae Tinsley. RC Everbeck also out there on the kickoff. Prevost was in the vicinity there as well.
That's one thing about Anthony Prevost is you have to look out for. Yes, he can kick the football, but Prevost is an athlete. You got to look out for him making the tackle as well.
You really do indeed. So Finley. Oh, there's Tyree Williams. I was going to say, I was like, wait a minute, Miners are missing a defensive back out there, but Tyree was hanging out near the bench. Man goes in motion here. It's Savrides. Cologne back to pass. Looking across the middle. Pass is complete to Renford, but he is hit immediately by Aaron Finch. Gain up to the 16-yard line for a gain of 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Bearcats. Javon Johnson, Andrew Plowden out there on defense for the Miners. 12:02 and counting. Miners with a 10-point lead over the defending champs, the Jersey Bearcats. Eligible tight end here to the near side. It's going to be Christopher Coles. Savrides over to the far side. Renford and Ward are the near side receivers. Adams is the sidecar off to the right here of Stephen Cologne. Ward going in motion. Cologne looking for him. Pocket collapsing. Cologne heaves up a prayer. Tyree Williams knocking that one down. Couldn't quite come up with it, and he is frustrated with himself. But Tyree, you did everything you could as a defensive player. And he's going to be a little bit slow to get up here.
Tried to high point the ball there. Did what he could on that play, but unfortunately gets shaken up.
It looked like it was kind of the back of the head area when he was coming down, and that's probably why the ball jarred loose there by the rookie Tyree Williams out of Farley Dickinson. Because like I said, he did everything that he possibly could on that one to be able to bring that ball down. And what about the pressure there by the defensive line of the Miners?
Absolutely, and also by the MAC linebacker there in Plowden in 22. Came across the pressure there.
As Zay Lewis and Portis now having a conversation, or not Portis rather, that was Plowden down there on the field. Talking about the pressure on that one. As Tyree Williams gets up on his own power down there. He's going to have to get a look there by the doctors, but you know more than likely this young man is going to be back into this football game. Devontae Tinsley, who had a pick 6 in the season opener, coming in for Williams on this one. And folks, unfortunately it's not like the NFL. We don't have access to the locker room or anything, but we will do our best to keep you updated here on the talented rookie in Tyree Williams. Had that 2-point conversion return there after the block extra point. Like I said, he is going off on his own power, which is definitely something you want to see. They're going to get a good look at him over here on the bench. So 3rd down and 6 after all that here for the Bearcats. Savrides, the motion man for Wheeling. Going back, Savrides beats his man off the line, looking downfield, makes the catch, touchdown Bearcats, as Savrides, his 2nd touchdown of the game. Stephen Cologne, his 3rd passing touchdown.
Cologne taking advantage of the miscue there in the backfield. Unfortunately, Williams comes off, so the backfield in the backside not communicating, had to plug and play there a little bit. So miscommunication on the coverage there, who was taking who, and the Bearcats find themselves into the end zone.
So it'll be 23-19, 10:43 and counting here in the first half of play, 23-19 in favor of the Miners. 3 passing touchdowns for Cologne, 3 passing touchdowns for Grant Russell. Cardova in to attempt the extra point here for the Bearcats. Be out of the Dolphin hold. Cardova's kick is going to go off the goalpost, but go through, and it'll be a 3-point lead here for the Miners with 10:17 to go. So Jeff, unfortunately for the Miners, it's just been a few defensive miscues, and an experienced team like Jersey is going to capitalize on that.
Absolutely. I mean, Cologne is just waiting for the deep ball to happen, and then it comes down, and he finds his receivers into the end zone. Like I talked about, just the miscommunication there on the back end. Fortunately, defensive back goes down, so that's what you have to, that's what happens there in injuries, unfortunately.
10:17 to go here in the first half of play. Back and forth, both these teams exchanging haymakers. So Khalil Finley back deep here for the Miners, getting ready to receive this Cardova kick. Williams is still on the bench there, getting a look at by the training staff. Cardova with the kick here. It's going to go right off of the scoreboard. So no chance of a return there for the Miners. And the staff here at WesBanco Arena, they put that scoreboard up as far as they could. But Cardova just getting way too much leg under that one.
Great starting field position here for the Miners. Try to go down and score once again to get out in front here and make this a 10-point game.
So Coach Rez has one of his sponsors out on the field, Zambito Flooring America, calling this play in there to Grant Russell. First down and 10 for the Miners. Ball on the far side of the 20-yard line. Andre Thomas Cobb, Aaron Finch, the near side receivers. Isaiah Robinson over on the far side. Westbrook, the sidecar off to the left here of Grant Russell. Russell back to pass, pump fakes, looking. Russell tries to throw one into no man's land and incomplete, but a great job by Russell to avoid the sack, but unfortunately just did not have enough arm to get it down to the field to the wide open Andre Thomas Cobb.
Cobb trying to extend his route there and just keep the play moving. Great job there by the Bearcats defensive line to get pressure there on Grant Russell.
Second down and 10 upcoming. Ball on the far side of the 20-yard line for the Miners. Thomas Cobb. Finch here on the near side. Robinson over on the far side. Russell sends a man, Finch in motion. Here comes the snap. Looking across the middle, in and out of the hands of Aaron Finch. And in on the coverage on that one was Devontae LeGrand. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Great route there by Finch, but unfortunately the ball just a little bit underthrown.
Finch sits down there in the coverage, just a little bit underthrown there. Once again, great pass rush there by Jersey. Russell is not getting the ball off like he'd want to. The snap's a little bit different. One thing that we didn't talk about, Israel Evans, who is a returning player here in Wheeling, not used to playing center.
Yeah, he's really not. He's flanked there by D. Dixon and also Joel Zellum. Finch goes in motion. Here's a good snap to Russell. Russell back to pass. Pressure coming. Russell looking here to the outside. Pass is complete to Thomas Cobb, and he will be wrestled down inside the 25-yard line, marking down at the 22. So this brings up a 4th down and short opportunity here for the Miners.
Great route once again by Cobb, sitting down in the coverage there, holds the ball in there on the boards and maintains possession. It gives his team a chance here on 4th down.
Bringing the heat there was Deshaun Copes, the defensive end for the Bearcats.
Look for a possible boot here with Grant Russell. Short yardage, he may boot out and get it himself.
So Zellum is the eligible tight end here on the near side. Robinson, near side receiver. Finch over on the far side. And the man in motion is Thomas Cobb. And we're going to have a flag on the play. And it looks like the Miners may have a free 1st down. We'll see if the offense move first or not. Officials coming together to discuss this one. So we'll be offsides against the Bearcats. It'll be an automatic 1st down here for the Miners. Great call there by Coach Rez on the hard count.
Using the aggressiveness of the Bearcat defense against them. They've been pinning their ears back and moving forward. Great job there by Coach Rez, hitting them with the hard count there and getting the free 1st down. Fresh set of downs here outside of the red zone.
The ball is on the near side of the 17-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Miners. Thomas Cobb and Finch, the far side receivers. Robinson here on the near side. Westbrook, sidecar off to the left. Westbrook gonna get the handoff, but blowing him up in the backfield was his opposite, number 7, Keyman Coleman, linebacker out of William Patterson University, blowing that play up before it even started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 20-yard line, and it will bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Miners.
Westbrook on 2 carries tonight, really hasn't got going. Great wedge in there by the Bearcat defense to shut it down and see it early.
Thomas Cobb and Finch, the far side receivers. Finch will be the motion man. Robinson here on the near side. Tight coverage by the Bearcats. Russell back to pass. Pump fakes. Looking. Russell, pocket collapsing, and he is going to be hit hard and sacked all the way back in Miners territory to the 23-yard line. Leading the charge on that one was Shea Davis. And then also in on that one was Dylan Lacroix. And once again, you could tell Coach Rogue watched film on that one because that was the one that the Miners scored their first touchdown on in Steel City. They did not bid on the pump fake whatsoever. Brings up 3rd down and long from the Miners' 22-yard line on the far side. Finch, Robinson, and Thomas Cobb, the receivers. Here for the Miners. Russell, back to pass. Pressure coming again. Russell able to evade one man, evades a second man, looks downfield, and the pass is incomplete for Robinson. And we're going to have another roughing the passer call. This time it's going to come against Nick Price, who had a free shot at Russell and then slammed him into the boards after the pass was released. Joey Ramirez applying the pressure there for the Jersey Bearcats. A lot of Wheeling fans may also know him. Joey Ramirez was one that participated in the West Virginia Rough Riders alumni game here at WesBanco Arena back in 2021. So we're going to have a roughing the passer call against the Bearcats as Price blowing Russell up after the pass was already made. An automatic first down for the Miners in Jersey territory at the 18-yard line. Here it is again. Price is coming in late, and it was a hit to the head. Helmet to helmet there by Nick Price. Finch, the motion man for the Miners. Robinson on the near side, Thomas Cobb over on the far side. Russell back to pass, launches one up into the air and incomplete for Thomas Cobb. Adam Dolphin in on the tight coverage there for the Bearcats. And Jeff, Jersey really getting a lot of pressure now on Russell, something you didn't see on the first few drives.
No, Coach Rez probably going to go to a more shotgun look here. Not that he hasn't the rest of the game, but boy, he's going to have to find some protection there for Grant Russell, who picks himself up off the turf once again.
So second down and 12. Or check that, second down and 10 upcoming from the 18-yard line. 4:24 and counting, 23-20 in favor of the Miners. Thomas Cobb and Finch are the far side receivers. Isaiah Robinson here on the near side. Finch, the motion man. Robinson back to pass. Looking downfield, pass is complete to Robinson, but this one's going to be coming back. A holding call. Like I said, the pressure coming from this Jersey Bearcats team. Applying that one was number 47, Tariq Noble, and also Joey Ramirez. Applying the pressure there for the Bearcats. I don't know if Coach Rez called a timeout or not. Both teams retreating here, so I'm guessing there was a timeout. So we're going to have an official's timeout. So Coach Rez right in the middle of this. I don't know what is going on down there. Yeah, so I don't know what is going on down there. Coach Rez having a conversation with a few of the Jersey Bearcats players. So now Coach Rez and one of the coaches getting into it down on the sideline. I even have one of the Miners owners down onto the field. Oh, they're actually bringing out the stretcher here. So that is what the timeout was. More than likely, Jeff, I don't want to assume here, but Tyree Williams was the one that was injured earlier, and he isn't over on the bench. So obviously our thoughts and prayers going to be going out here to Tyree and to his family. We'll try to get you an update as soon as we can.
I think Coach Rez is trying to make the refs understand he's not happy with the after hits going on, the unsportsmanlike stuff, just trying to get everything back together, and rightfully so. I mean, there's been a lot of after hits happening, a lot of jawing going on, so, I mean, you know as well as I do, Coach Rez has been in this game a long time. He's not going to stand for that.
Absolutely, indeed. But once again, we aren't going to show it, but yeah, it looks like Tyree Williams will be escorted out of here. And our thoughts and prayers going out to him and his family. We'll try to give you an update as soon as we can, folks. Well, fans, they are going to take Tyree Williams and get a look at him, but he wanted to walk off the field on his own power. You love to see that. So once again, Tyree Williams walking off on his own power. But they are going to go get him a look here at one of our local hospitals. Once again, folks, keeping Tyree Williams in our thoughts and prayers there. Back to action here at WesBanco Arena. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Miners as we return to action here. Ball on their own 22-yard line. Man goes in motion. That's Thomas Cobb. Russell back to pass. Pass complete over on the far side to Finch. And he is going to be down on the ground at the 23-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down here for the Miners. So a quick hitch route there by Aaron Finch making the catch. And it'll bring up 2nd down, or 3rd down rather, from the 24-yard line of the Bearcats.
Finch playing double duty. He's going to see a lot more on the defensive side now with that injury, unfortunately, to Williams. So Finch out there going to pull double duty offensively and defensively at the receiver and defensive back positions.
Under 3 minutes to go here in this one, 23-20 in favor of the Miners. They will receive the second half kickoff as well. So you know Coach Rez has that in the back of his mind. 2 receivers over to the far side, 1 receiver here to the near side. Finch and Thomas Cobb on the far side. Now they're going to send Finch back in motion. Here's the snap. It's a low one. Russell back to pass, looking across the middle. Pass is complete to Westbrook. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 4th down here for the Miners. So the Bearcats defense standing tall. They'll bring up a 4th down and about 17 for the Miners as they have to get inside the 10-yard line here. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Miners hanging on to a 23-20 lead. Coach Rez is going to burn a timeout. Be able to discuss this one. So the Miners with their 2nd timeout. More on RC Everbeck. This class of 1987 went to high school with the majority owner of the Wheeling Miners, Chris Duffy, and his girlfriend, best-selling author Alyssa Jane. Both, once again, here tonight. But RC Everbeck, once again, trying to become the oldest player to play over 100 offensive or defensive plays, not including special teams. This was something I thought was really cool, Jeff. Each year, RC switches his jersey number to reflect his age. But not in the game, because he was also a long snapper in college, and rules don't allow for numbers 50 to 59 to be on offense. And then in the first game of the Miners, he was number 20 because of an equipment delay.
He's wearing 20 again here tonight, so he's hoping to get back to that 54 at some point. But sporting the 20, he's been wearing it in practice, so he continues the trend here in the first 2 games.
So the Miners have to get inside to the 10-yard line to about the 8. So you have Robinson, the motion man, Flores, and Thomas Cobb out here for Wheeling. Russell going to send a man in motion. Dropping back. Gets a few nice blocks. Backpedaling. Looking across the middle, and the pass is going to be broken up on the play. Adam Dolphin in on the coverage there for Jersey. And the Bearcats getting a lot of pressure again on Grant Russell.
Forcing the turnover on downs as the Bearcats going to be in excellent field position here to try to cut into that 3-point lead.
So it'll be 126 to be exact to go here in the first half of play, 23-20. Coming up at the half, we'll get our look at the Wheeling Miners dance team and also the drum line. I'll have a conversation here with Jamarcus Webster. See what he thought about his first arena action here. Once again, offensive lineman for Wheeling University, formerly of St. Clairsville High School. Joining us here at 1JB Media and the Wheeling Miners broadcast team. First down and 10 here for the Bearcats. Ball on their own 24-yard line. Man goes in motion. That's Kyle Ward. Cologne back to pass. Looking. Pressure coming. And throws it into no man's land. Pass falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd down for the Bearcats. Stefan Cologne. All the pressure in the world on him.
Just a great pressure there from the defensive line of the Miners.
Dio Dessois was the one in on the pressure there for Wheeling. And we hit the 1-minute warning now. It'll be 23-20 in favor here of the Miners. We'll also have highlights here in the first half. Want to make sure you stay tuned for that. So we'll have highlights, we'll have the drum line, dance team, and then Jamarcus joining us. And once again, folks, just bear with us here. Once again, the first game with the Wheeling Miners here on YouTube. Special thanks to 1JB Media for having Jeff and I as a part of this. We plan on bringing you a lot more content here. We'll have some pregame interviews with the coaches and players. Also a quick halftime interview. And then we'll have some postgame coverage as well. So make sure you stick around with us all season long. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Bearcats. Miners really amping up the pressure here. Renford is going to be the man in motion for Jersey. Savrides and Kyle Ward are the near side receivers. Cologne shouting out final instructions here to his teammates. Cologne back to pass, looking. Pass is broken up on the play by Khalil Finley, as it was Savrides was the one that was open downfield, but Finley able to adjust and just barely get the tip of the thumb on that one to knock it down.
Great coverage there by Finley, like you mentioned, playing the receiver very well, looking for the ball, high pointing it, knocking it down, swatting it away there for the defensive play there for the Miners.
Clock stops at 56 seconds on this 3rd down and 10.
Great pressure there by Portis to just put his hands up, chase Cologne down, and Cologne threw that ball way before he wanted to.
I think you also had the offensive lineman that released there as an eligible receiver.
Good look there at Andre Portis. Played his college football at Marshall University, a multi-time champion here in the Arena League, so great to have him here in Wheeling.
Also won a conference championship with the Thundering Herd. Renford goes in motion here for Jersey, coming across the middle, and he is going to be sandwiched by Devontae Tinsley and Khalil Finley. Great coverage there by both Miners players.
Tinsley, great job there playing center field in that safety position, reading the quarterback's eyes, following the receivers, and finding the football there.
So this will bring up 4th down and 10. So when we saw 2 touchdowns in the first 3 plays of this game, the defenses have now settled in on both sides. Twins here on the near side for Jersey. Man goes in motion, that's Savrides. Cologne, back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Cologne escaping the pocket, looking downfield, has a man open, it's Savrides, and it falls incomplete. And Khalil Finley's going to let him know about it. And that'll be a turnover on downs and a 1st down for the Miners.
Great coverage there by Finley, playing the ball, getting up and making space between the ball and the receiver there, and forces the turnover on downs for the Miners. Miners offense, great field position here to start this possession. 46 seconds left, can double dip here, can score a touchdown, and then get the ball back at halftime.
Or if they can, score the touchdown and then Prevost trying for the Uno.
Absolutely. Points galore here. That's one of the great things about arena/indoor football is you can score multiple ways.
Robinson, the far side receiver. He'll be the man in motion for the Miners. Russell, back to pass, looking, gets it off to Flores. Flores with some room in front of him, makes a few moves, dives down inside the 5-yard line. Will be a 1st down for the Miners.
Great job of yards after catch there for Flores. Catches the ball, turns it upfield. Nobody in the middle there for the Bearcat defense, and just shoots right up the middle there. Gets tripped up and into the red zone here, into the Panhandle red zone for the Miners.
1st down and goal from the 3-yard line for the Miners inside the Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration red zone. Flores and Andre London into the game here for the Miners. Robinson goes in motion. He's going to get the handoff, and he's not going to be able to go anywhere as he'll be brought down at the 5-yard line. Leading the charge there is Javon Young. We'll have a timeout here. 3 seconds to go here in this one.
Coach Rez bringing his offense in, trying to draw something up here to try to get a score here to extend that lead before halftime.
Yeah, the running game has just not been there. You had the 1 positive carry by Robinson, but the Bearcats really getting a lot of penetration into the backfield. It was domination in the first half in the trenches for the Miners, but now the tide has kind of turned here a little bit in the second quarter.
I mean, we've had a little bit of everything here in this first half, Chris. I mean, we've had scoring galore, some, hot-headed things happening, we could have a score here before the half ends.
And Coach Rez is going to leave the offense out on the field. So on the left here is Westbrook. Twins over the far side. Russell, back to pass, looking, goes across the middle, heaves one up. It's going to be intercepted by Nick Price. And Price is still on his feet, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds there by Grant Russell and Isaiah Robinson. And now D. Dixon with a little extra block there on one of the Bearcats players. So Russell throws his first interception of the season. That'll wrap up the first half of play here. 23-20 in favor of the Miners. And Jeff, what did you think about this first half?
Just a great action-packed first half. Like I mentioned, we had a little bit of everything. High scoring, exactly what we thought. The Miners coming in here against last year's champions in this league. So a great 23-20 contest. Very evenly matched there in the first half.
What adjustments have you seen out of Jersey here in the first half? Like I said, the Miners were dominating in the trenches, but now the tide has turned a little bit, and Jersey is getting a lot of pressure on Grant Russell.
Yeah, they're sending the defensive line straight forward. They're sending that Mac a little bit more. He was kind of setting back, playing the pass a little bit more, but they're bringing everybody they can to try to get Grant Russell, and he's running for his life back there, so Miners are definitely going to have to solidify that offensive line.
Now, what about the adjustments that the Miners have made in the defensive backfield? They got burned a few times on big plays, but now they've been shutting down Stephen Cologne. The receivers are still getting open, but just the adjustments there by the Miners.
Putting Finsley there in the back end as the safety is kind of that cornerstone back there. He's shown that he could break up some passes. He's really playing center field back there, depending on what he sees, and just go get the football.
Absolutely, indeed. So the Jersey Bearcats dance team has actually made their way here to WesBanco Arena as well. So we'll have the Jersey Bearcats, we'll also have the Wheeling Miners dance team, and then we'll also have some highlights as well as a conversation with Jamarcus Webster later on. So Jeff, I mean, it has definitely been a crazy first half here, and we'll just have to see what's going to go on here in the second half, but we're going to turn it over now to the Jersey Bearcats dance team. How are you?
Nah, I don't have anything today. I don't have much on either team yet.
I'll speed up. Give it to me, server. You got a rush or something.
Yeah, I'll see if I get any extra. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
An offensive lineman. Jersey has got a lot of push there in that second quarter. As an offensive line for the Miners, what would you like to see them do to maybe improve and try to push back there on that Bearcat offense?
I just want to see the O-line get more push up front when it comes to the run game, instead of letting the guys come free inside on them runs. And when it comes to the pass game, keep their eyes locked on the defensive guy and let them come to him and then strike at the right opportunity, give them enough time to make a read and throw the ball. For the first quarter, they were doing that pretty well. They give the quarterback some time. The quarterback would sit back, run around a little bit, create time for himself, and get the ball delivered to the receiver to make big plays. And they kind of got away from that towards the end, So when they come out here, I feel like they're going to be a bit more energized so they can protect longer for that quarterback to make bigger plays.
And we saw there on the replay there, the pass from Grant Russell to Isaiah Robinson, the offensive line really holding steady on that one. And same thing with the score there by the Jersey Bearcats. When this offensive line stands steady and gives their quarterbacks time, you're just seeing some long pass plays from both sides here.
Yeah, it's really important how the OC of the Miners is integrating his wide receivers in the motion game, having them come across the field off that motion or just going straight, letting them beat the guys off the ball. So it would be good when the offensive line gives them enough time to help the receivers also find space in that time too, so the quarterback can deliver the ball. And it's also good with the Bearcats, we're also seeing that also. They're giving the quarterback some time. He's able to sit there and make some plays. He doesn't run around as much, but he's more of a pocket passer, but he sits there and delivers on them big plays.
Now, what's one of the biggest differences that you've noticed just by watching the arena, an indoor game here, and then you playing your college football, that 3 offensive linemen, how's that been so unique for you?
It's kind of interesting. It opens up the pass game more because it doesn't rely on you to run more. And then short yardage situations, you might want to run more, but in arena ball, it seems like they're throwing it way more than they are running. So that's a great thing I like to see here. That's what's different to me. Opens up the pass game a lot more.
So you were an offensive lineman at St. Clairsville, currently with Wheeling University. And when you look down the roster here, pretty cool to see an OVAC guy in Nick Coulter, some Wheeling University guys in West Liberty. What's it mean to you to be able to see, some of the players that have gone through the program that you're going through now, and then seeing an OVAC player in this game?
It just shows me that anybody can believe in their dreams and they will come true. We have Isaiah Lewis, who actually played guard at Wheeling, but now he's playing defensive tackle for the Miners, and he's in that first quarter he's tearing up that Jersey Bearcats O-line, getting pressure, making plays. So that's nice to see. And I mean, the Miners know what they're doing. They're getting playmakers, and it's not hard to find playmakers in Ohio Valley and from Wheeling University and all these other universities. We could have as better players than bigger schools. So it's great to see them come out here and do what they do.
Absolutely, indeed. We'll definitely be bringing you on here a lot more. We'll have some pregame interviews and also some halftime interviews and postgame interviews coming up. But we definitely wanted to get your feet wet here tonight. So I really thank you for joining us on the broadcast. And we'll hear from you more later on in this game. And thank you much. And we look forward to working with you this season.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Jamarcus Webster, from Wheeling University, offensive lineman, and our former offensive lineman from St. Clairsville High School. About a minute remaining here at halftime, 23-20 in favor of the Miners, and they will get the ball to begin the second half here. But like I said, Jamarcus said it best. If both these teams can allow the quarterbacks time, it's very, very dangerous out there. And, Jamarcus was talking about that, Jeff. Just the time that Stephen Cologne's had, when Grant Russell gets time, they're very dangerous quarterbacks. But to be able to take down these quarterback titans is to get right in their face, and that's what both these defenses are going to have to do in the second half.
Starts in the trenches. I mean, offensive, defensive line has to get off and get going. We'll see the offense out here first and see if the Miners can extend their 3-point lead here. Look for Coach Rez to throw a little bit of different stuff at you. He's definitely not going to do the same things that he did in the first half. Coach Rez is one of those one of those coaches that he's a second half coach. He turns everything around. He really turns it on in the second half.
They really do indeed, but the Miners, Jeff, going to be without two of their best defensive players. Tyree Williams out of the game here tonight. He's getting checked out at the local hospital, but was able to walk off on his own power. And Cam Dixon, he was having a hard time getting off the field and was on crutches at halftime, so I don't know if you're going to see him back into this game. You already had Andre London that was a little bit banged up. We saw him on the last offensive drive. But the Miners are really going to have to dig deep here with a short bench.
Absolutely, really going to have to use what they have. What's great is they have a couple of different players that can play multiple positions. So unfortunately, they may have to step up and do different things here and just play this multiple positions. We've seen Finch do it all night long. Somebody else might have to step up and do the same.
Well, and Jamarcus just mentioned it with Zay Lewis, the Wheeling University product. I mean, he was naturally a offensive line, and then playing defensive line now. I mean, he plays on both sides. But yeah, I mean, naturally an O-line, switching over now to D-line.
You got Joe Zellum, who's a natural defensive lineman, all-around athlete, can do the same. So you're going to see a little bit of switching around here, I'm sure, with the Miners. Try to get some things figured out and try to extend this lead.
And the injury to Dixon, that definitely had happened early on in this game, because he was in there for the first several defensive series rather. Have not seen him back out there since.
Here's the thing you're going to have to look to here, Chris. Look for the surprise onside kick by Jersey to try to steal a possession here and get the ball back and try to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I think that's why Coach Rez putting 5 guys up there. Flores, Plowden, Javon Johnson, Devontae Tinsley, Andre Thomas Cobb. So Coach Rez definitely playing that short kick here by Cordova. Nick Coulter also out there for the Miners. Here's the kick by Cordova. It's going to hit off of the scoreboard once again. And the Miners will get the ball at the 20-yard line. They'll keep it away there from the speedy Finley. So I think if you're the Miners too, Jeff, this is a definite must score right here.
Absolutely. Got to extend the lead. Got to come out of the locker room, score here. Unfortunately, Grant Russell throws the pick at the end of the half, trying to shove it in there and get a score before the end of the half. Comes out with a clean slate here starting the second half.
23-20 in favor of the Miners. Flores and Finch here on the near side. Isaiah Robinson, the far side receiver. Russell sends Flores in motion. Russell back to pass, gonna hit Finch on the curl route, and he is gonna be brought out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So just flip 20-yard lines there, and it's a first down for the Miners.
Great throw there by Grant Russell, finding Finch there in the curl route, let everything else pass through him, stood right there, great catch, and then try to turn it upfield and make a play.
Yeah, Finch is like your Iron Man. There's not an Iron Man rule here, but if there was, he would be your Iron Man out there playing on both sides of the ball. They actually marked Finch down at the 21. So it brings up a second down. Yeah, the initial marking was past the 20, so I thought it was a first down for the Miners, but it will be a second down. Man goes in motion, that's Finch, low snap, Russell, back to pass, looking across the middle, and Finch with the receiver draped all over, or defender draped all over him, makes the catch. But we're gonna have a flag on the play. Looks like we're gonna have a holding call up against the Miners, and we will. So that'll negate the completion there by Finch. And it'll bring up second down and long for Wheeling.
Unfortunate there with the hold. Great catch nonetheless there by Finch. Seeing the ball in, very strong-handed, and held on to that one through the tackle.
So I'll move the ball all the way back to the Miners 19. So second down and 11 to be exact here for Wheeling here in the third quarter. Robinson, motion man here for Wheeling, with twins over to the far side. Russell with the pitch out to Westbrook. Westbrook makes a move. Westbrook still on his feet, and he'll be brought down at about the 22-21 yard line, so gets that penalty yards back, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 here for the Miners.
Great run there by Westbrook. 3rd carry of the game, finds an opening there and struggles his way down to around the 20-yard line, trying to get that first down yardage. He gets the penalty yardage back, like you mentioned, Chris. Great 3rd down opportunity here for the Miners.
Flores and Finch here on the near side. Robinson will be the motion man. Westbrook, the running back. Russell in that shotgun formation. Here's the snap from Evans. It's a good one. Here's the handoff to Robinson to the outside, and he's just not able to get it. Robinson kind of botched the handoff just a little bit. He'll lose a yard on the play, and it'll bring up 4th down and 2 from the Bearcats' 22-yard line.
Chris, I think Grant thought about pulling it there and taking it himself, but he held it long enough and then gave it to Robinson there on the outside. Nothing going there on that jet sweep.
So 4th down and 2 upcoming here for the Miners. Flores and Finch, the near side receivers. Russell back to pass, looking, has Robinson and makes a circus catch, but it looks like we're going to have another hold upcoming against the Miners. We have another hold upcoming here on the Miners. D. Dixon, the guilty party on that one. It'll bring up 4th down and long for the Miners.
Another great catch negated there again. Robinson going up and getting it, bringing it down, making contact with the wall.
So I'll be all the way back at the 18-yard line. So 4th down and 13 here for the Miners as Zay Lewis comes back into the game as an offensive lineman, his more natural position.
Once again, great catch there by Robinson, unfortunately negated by the penalty.
So Finch, Flores, and Robinson are the receivers. Finch going in motion. It's a low snap. Russell able to get it. Feeds it off to the outside to Flores, who makes a move, dives forward, and he will have the Miners' 1st down. Great vision there by Jeremiah Flores to know where the sticks were and able to get just past it for a Miners' 1st down.
Great job there once again by Flores, but also by Grant Russell, seeing Flores there in the boundary, hit him, and Flores gets that extra yardage. 2nd effort there to get that 1st down yardage.
10:56 and counting, 23-20 in favor of the Miners as they have a fresh set of downs here. Zay Lewis, the far near side guard. Zellum on the far side. Israel Evans, the center. Westbrook, the sidecar, off to the left here. He's going to get the pitch to the outside. Westbrook makes a move. Ball almost popped out. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down here for the Miners.
Westbrook couldn't get started there. Got a little bit of a nice step there out of the backfield, but good penetration there by the Jersey defensive line, just bottling up Westbrook on that one.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 10 for Wheeling. I'll tell you what though, Coach Rest definitely taking a lot of time off the clock here.
He's taking his time, just working the ball down the field here in this drive.
Andre London into the game here for Wheeling. Flores also here on the near side as Isaiah Robinson will be the man in motion for Wheeling. Westbrook, the running back. Russell gets the snap, looking across the middle, has Robinson, who got tied up with the defender, but they're gonna no call on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for Wheeling. Clock striking around 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 10 upcoming as Robinson, he was tied up on that play. London near side receiver. Flores also here on the near side. Same formation as before. Robinson, the motion man for Wheeling. Russell sends him in motion. Fake handoff. Russell looking downfield. He has Zellum open, and the pass is underthrown and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down now for the Miners. Second 4th down they've been faced with on this drive.
What a play call there, nonetheless, by Coach Rez. Just great play fake there. Here it is again, just great play fake here by Grant Russell. Puts the ball on his hip and just tries to find Zellum there down the field. But good coverage there by Keem Coleman, for the Bearcats.
So Keyman Coleman on the coverage there, negating the first down for the Miners. Flores will be the motion man for Wheeling. London and Robinson are the near side receivers. Russell going to send Flores in motion. Here's the snap. It's a good one. Looking, has Robinson open, makes the catch up against the wall, but he is going to be short of the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs and Bearcats ball. So Robinson just not able to get past the sticks there. He needed 1 more yard for that first down.
Nonetheless, just Coach Rez taking a lot of time off the clock there for the Miners there. Just a great first drive. Unfortunately, results in no points.
The Miners are going to, it'll be the media timeout with 7:16 to go here in the third quarter. 23-20 in favor of Wheeling as we get a look at the dance team there. Don't forget, fans, the Wheeling Miners will be back in action next Saturday, April 27th, as they hit the road to take on the Maryland Eagles. That'll be a 7 p.m. kickoff. The Maryland Warriors will make their way to WesBanco Arena on Saturday, May the 4th. And then on May the 18th, these Miners will have to make the trip up to Jersey and meet these same Jersey Bearcats once again. Now the May 11th game, I'm being told there will be a home game here at WesBanco Arena, but the opponent is to be determined. But there will be a home game also here on May 11th. And then May 4th is the next home game. And the Miners,
Star Wars night, Chris, May 4th.
It is Star Wars night. The Miners will close out their home schedule June 1st against the Steel City Stampede. And then we'll welcome the Maryland Eagles on June the 8th. So the Miners going to have to answer here on defense. Yeah, I think we have some confusion on the kick. It's going to be later on. There we go. There was just some confusion on when they were going to do the contest. So Miners heading on defense here. It'll be first down and 10 for the Bearcats on their own 10-yard line. Cologne with Adams off to his right. Savrides is the man in motion here for Jersey. Getting the carry is Adams, and he is going to be pushed backwards there. Making the initial contact was Andre Portis for the Miners, just getting into the backfield and dropping Adams for a loss of 1.
Good penetration there by Andre Portis, finding his way in the backfield there, taking down the running back. No gain there for the Bearcats.
I mean, I like what Jersey did there. I mean, I think a lot of the Miners defense was thinking, all right, this is going to be a long ball. And then Jersey trying to change it up there with the handoff to Adams. The second down and 11 upcoming here for the Bearcats. Adams, sidecar off to the right here of Steph Cologne. Savrides will be the man in motion here for the Bearcats. Cologne, back to pass, looking, he's going to be hit, has to throw the ball into no man's land as Savrides was tripped up on the play. Pass ball's incomplete, and that'll bring up third down here for Jersey. And that's exactly what you talked about when you don't give Cologne any time to throw. You get right in his face. It's really hard to make those difficult throws, and great pressure there by the Miners.
Andrew Plowden there on the pressure. Also, Andre Portis once again finding his way in the backfield. Just a menace down there is Andre Portis.
So I'll bring up third down here for the Miners, or for the Bearcats rather. .5:16 to go here in the third quarter. Renford is the man in motion here for Jersey. Kyle Ward here on the near side. Savrides over on the far side. Cologne sends Renford in motion. And it's going to be a flag on the play as Renford started just a little too quick on that one. And that'll be a half a distance to the goal penalty. Once again, you know, though, when Jersey gets that timing down on those routes, they're going to be pretty dangerous.
Absolutely, just miscue again, just not getting what they needed to on the line. Cologne just didn't call for the ball quick enough. Receiver crosses first, and it causes the offsides penalty.
So it'll be third down and long, ball on the Jersey 4-yard line. Trips over here to the near side. Renford is going to be the man in motion here for the Bearcats. We're going to have a flag on the play for delay of game. And that'll move the ball back to the 2-yard line as the Miners trying to get this crowd pumped up once again. It'll be third down from the 2. Third down and a country mile here. About 18 yards to go.
Chris, you know the defense is going to be pinning their ears back here, and they can smell that safety.
Lewis, Jones, and Portis are the defensive linemen down there right now for Wheeling. Renford goes in motion over to the far side, and they're going to call a timeout. Is Jersey. The Bearcats having to burn another one with 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. Now, Jeff, this is another good time to bring up about RC Everbeck. 2017 to 2019, he played linebacker and safety from the ages of 47 to 50 at Santa Monica College, making him the oldest college football player ever with more than 100 plays. There are 5 players that did go in for 1 or 2 plays at that set age record, making RC number 6 all time, but none that consistently played in that field option. Next closest impact player was the age of 40, and then RC finished his college career as a starter, and then also a 4.0 student. So that just tells you right there about RC Everbeck. Seen him in the game as a long snapper. So third down and long upcoming here for Jersey. Here comes Renford over on the far side. Cologne back to pass, looking, gets the pass out to Kyle Ward, who's going to be upended on the play at the 12-yard line. And it gives Jersey some breathing room here on fourth down.
Great blocking there by the Bearcats. Offensive line. Miners brought everybody they could on that one. Just great pressure up front there by the defensive line of the Miners, just getting in there, trying what they can. Great throw there by Stephen Cologne, hitting the wide open receiver.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, you thought they were going to go for the home run again on third down, but they hit the short pass for right now.
Live to fight another down.
So here comes fourth down for the Bearcats on their own 13-yard line. Cologne has the running back off to his left here in protection. That's Adams. Cologne back to pass, looking, launches one downfield into no man's land. Pass falls incomplete. Very smart play there by Devontae Tinsley, because I think Tinsley could have got the interception, but he let it fall and gave his team great field position.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Cologne might have been going for all the time. He was going to take the shot, but it was almost like a pass punt.
Yeah, Cologne looking for the punt there, but great wherewithal there by Finsley, like you mentioned, to see it, football smarts, realize what's happening, and give his offense great field position here to start this drive.
And Finley had a blanket all over Savrides down the field. And Tinsley noticed that, and like I said, just let that ball fall harmlessly to the turf. Clock striking about mid-230s here. 23-20 in favor of the Miners. Dropping back the pass is Russell, looking across the middle to Flores into the end zone. Touchdown Miners. Jeremiah Flores with his second touchdown of the game. Grant Russell, his fourth passing touchdown.
Great time there for Grant Russell. Great blocking ability by the Miners offensive line. Gave Grant time enough to let that route develop there to Flores. Flores does the rest, bangs his way into the end zone, and gives the Miners the score.
Anthony Prevost in to attempt the extra point here. This is going to be out of the Andre London hold. Miners need one more player on. Actually, no, I think they're good. Nope, they do need one more. There's only 7 out there. Nope, we got 8. I don't know. You fans are going to figure out real quick. I don't have math skills. But there is 8 players out there. RC Everbeck, the long snapper. Here's the snap. It's a good one. Prevost splits the uprights and good. And the Miners now take a 30-20 lead. 1:21 to go in this one. So, Jeff, you have the smart play there by Tinsley. Finley had the great coverage on defense. And then the very next play, Grant Russell just dropping back here, looking, finds Flores across the middle, sheds a few tacklers, and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Just great ball here by Grant Russell. We take a look at it again. reads Flores the whole way, finds him, great route there, finds it up the middle there on the post and finds his way into the end zone.
And you talk about the smoke and mirrors right there, and that's exactly what you saw. Because he just came, you had Isaiah Robinson had the long route there, the post route, if you will. And then you had him coming across the middle, and Flores was the one that ended up with no defenders on him.
Good wherewithal, too, by Flores to catch that ball, put his head down, and fight for the end zone.
Anthony Prevost getting pretty fired up down there. See if he's going to try a squib kick or see if he's going to try to go for the Uno. As we have the media timeout here. We have a few guys attempting to kick here. Once again, folks, get your tickets now for the May 4th game against the Maryland Warriors. Miners take the road next week, take on the Maryland Eagles. As DJ Daner is going to bring you our halftime activities. Check that third quarter activities.
Back to football, please.
.121 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back to football action here. Anthony Prevost set to kick off here for Wheeling. Get a shot of some of the fans in the crowd there, getting a good seat behind the Miners bench. So Ward and Alderelli back deep here for Jersey. Alderelli, a product of Monmouth University. Kyle Ward from Long Island Post University. Prevost trying for the Uno this time. Just going to be a little bit short, but it's going to be received here by Kyle Ward, who finds a hole. He only has the kicker Prevost to beat, and Prevost able to trip him up, and will be finished off there by Khalil Finley. But a great return there by Ward, and will set up first down and goal for Jersey in the Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration red zone.
Great job there by Anthony Prevost to break down, see it in front of him, and just trip him up just enough for everybody else to make the tackle there. Great heads-up play there by Anthony Prevost.
Like you said, he is an all-around athlete, is Anthony Prevost. And he can play defensive back and quarterback, receiver, wherever you need him. Another really nice, the seam just opened really wide there, and then Prevost tripping him up enough to be able to get Finley to take him down. Sav rides, goes in motion. It's going to be a QB keeper here by Cologne. The ball popped out there at the end, but they're going to say Cologne was on the ground. So they're going to say that he was out of bounds. They'll bring up second down and goal from the goal line, essentially. So second down and goal here from the 1. Second down and goal.
Coach Rez really wants an explanation here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we did have a replay on that last one. Yeah, it looked like Cologne tried to stretch the ball out and then it came out. Unless they were saying he was already up against the wall. Great shot there by our crew at 1JB Media. On the Glenville State product, Stefan Cologne. Also played with the Carolina Energy, and I believe, Jeff, he was with the Vermont Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. And here is that replay. Here comes Cologne. He's at the 5. Ooh, I don't know. Great job by our crew to be able to slow that one down. But it looked like as Cologne was dropping to the knee that ball was already coming out.
Yeah, that's a bang play there. I mean, here it comes again. Cologne pulls. He comes out to the outside here. You see a hit here by Finley.
Yeah, he literally went to punch that out. Yeah. Man goes in motion. It's going to be Renford. Here's the direct handoff, and into the end zone is Nas Adams. Touchdown, Bearcats. As we have more extracurriculars in the end zone. Be a touchdown for Jersey as we wrap up the third quarter of play. So 30-26, but extra point pending here. So Cordova in to attempt the extra point here out of the Adam Dolphin hold. See if the Miners can bring some pressure and get another block and a return here. Here's the snap, ball's on the ground. We're gonna have a flag on the play as Plowden got the block. But it looks like one of the Bearcats players might have moved a little bit too soon. Oh, nope. Actually, it's going to be against the Miners. So Plowden was the one that was offsides there for the Miners. So we'll attempt this extra point try once again. Long snapper is Keyman Coleman. So Cordova in to attempt this extra point. Cordova and the holder Dolphin getting a spot there on the sponsorship logo. Here's a snap. It's going to be a 2-point conversion try here by the running back. That was Kareem Bernard, and the Miners not fooled on that one. And a big stop there on the 2-point conversion try. Get those fours up. We're headed into the fourth quarter. The Miners leading 30-26 over the Jersey Bearcats. Cordova set to kick this one off here. Khalil Finley back deep here for the Miners. Gonna be a line drive kick. Oh, it's gonna go over the head of Finley. He's got to get this one out of the end zone. Finley gets some room on the outside, gets a burst of speed, took a face mask there too, but no call, and he'll get it up close to midfield, and that is where the Miners will take over.
Great job there. Finley makes something out of nothing there. Tried to corral the ball and then seen the opening and shot through the seam there with a great starting position for his offense.
14:34 to go here in regulation play. 30-26 in favor of the Bearcats. They'll need to put the 6 up there on the YouTube stream for you. Yeah, the score is 30-26 right now, folks, and the Miners have the ball on the 23-yard line. Bearcats are going to burn a timeout. Oh, they only had 7 players on the field. So Bearcats with only 7 players on the field, they're going to have to burn a timeout. 14:26 go here in the fourth quarter of play. Great shot there once again by our crew. Andre London, Charles Westbrook. Also Ron Brown seeing his first action of the season. Teal College product. And you talk about Swiss Army knives, Jeff. He's definitely one. Play quarterback, wide receiver. I'm sure you can throw him out there at defensive back if you really wanted to. Timeout is over. Andre London is the near side receiver. Jeremiah Flores. Flores, 2 touchdowns on the night, as does Isaiah Robinson. All coming from the arm of Grant Russell. Low snap, Russell drops back, passes complete to Robinson, makes a few moves, takes a big hit there by Adam Dolphin. This picture perfect football right there. The ball rolled to Grant Russell, Robinson with the nice catch, and then Dolphin with a picture-perfect tackle at the Jersey 21-yard line.
Robinson picks it up off the turf there. Russell got it out as quickly as he could there from the rolled snap, but great play, both of them there to make adjustments and make a great play for the offense.
Second down and about 5. Upcoming here for the Miners, Andre London, the near side receiver. Robinson on the far side. Flores is the man in motion. Here's the snap by Russell. Looks over, finds London, open, almost hit our cameraman, and London gets hit into the boards inside the 15-yard line, but not after picking up a Miners first down.
Great catch there, and great after the run catch there from Andre London. The vet here is played in Green Bay. He's also played in Iowa as well. He's actually Wheeling University's receivers coach, so he gets to get out here and play again in front of the hometown crowd.
He does again, gets to show off his playing abilities along with his coaching abilities. Coach Mott and Andre, both a member of the Miners organization. Man goes in motion, that's Flores. Russell, back to pass, quick wide receiver screen over to London, and he is going to be hit hard into the boards right on the iHeartMedia logo. Inside the Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration red zone. Brings up second down here for the Miners. So Andre London, his second catch of the season.
2 back-to-back catches there for London. Just sure-handed Andre London, like we talked about, the vet here playing for the Miners.
Second down and 3 upcoming for the Miners. Stack formation here on the near side. Flores is going to move over here to the left and then get London to go over a little further. Now we're going to have a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be delay a game against the Miners. So they're going to be faced with a second down and 8 instead of a second down and 3. So the ball will be placed up there at the 11-yard line. Does give the Miners a little bit of room, though, be able to work with. London and Flores over here on the near side. Robinson is going to be the motion man here for Wheeling. Sidecar off to the right is Westbrook. Russell back to pass. Pass complete to Flores, but it's going to be a touchdown, but we're going to have a flag on the play. Andre London had a handful of face masks. He had a handful of face masks there on Tarek Pusey. Yeah, you can't block from the face mask. So yeah, it's going to move the Miners all the way back here. It's going to should be really close to midfield or even over midfield. Be at the 21-yard line. So they went from second down and 3 from the 5 to second down and to route 2 from the 21. London here on the near side. Flores is the motion man. Robinson over on the far side. Here goes Flores in motion. Russell back to pass, launches one toward the end zone. Circus catch by Flores. Give him the hat trick on the night. Jeremiah Flores.
My goodness, what a catch. Way to go up and get it, young man.
The National Scouting Combine is where Jeremiah Flores was picked up, and he has the hat trick on the night, giving 3. Also his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season. 8th passing touchdown by Grant Russell on this young season. And the Miners have extended their lead to 10. Extra point pending here from the Swiss Army knife, Anthony Prevost. RC Everbeck, the long snapper. Here comes the snap. Ball is down, but this time it's going to be hooked off to the left and no good. 10:30 to go here in this one. The Miners back on top, 36-26. But I mean, Flores had a receiver draped, or a defender draped all over him, and then still makes the diving catch for that touchdown.
Unbelievable play there by Flores. Great ball by Grant Russell as well, putting it right where he needed to put it there for his receiver to go up and get it.
Now, like I said, we were talking about Grant Russell. In his college career at Ohio Dominican, 700 completions on 1,022 attempts, 8,729 yards, 73 touchdowns. But Jeff, he was also 14 rushing touchdowns in his career as a quarterback, was the GMAC Player of the Year twice, and then his senior season, a Harlem Hill finalist. I mean, what more could you say about Grant Russell?
Just absolutely just a great talent there in Grant Russell, and that's one thing that I asked it on the coaches show that we do every Wednesday on the Miners YouTube page as well, is can he still get the legs going? And he absolutely said yes, and then he had 2 rushing touchdowns in the first game in the first week. So yes, the legs are still fresh for Grant Russell.
10 total touchdowns already on the season here for Grant Russell. 8 through the air, 2 on the ground. And the Miners have a 36-26 lead.
Here we go again with that touchdown catch. Just unbelievable here. Grant Russell calling his offense. Just great vision here. Finds him in the end zone. Look at this. Just unbelievable catch. Going up and getting it is Flores. Banging against the boards right in front of the ownership group. Doesn't get much better than that.
I think they were saying we're going to give you a bonus check. Maybe. I don't know.
Great shot here from our downhill cam here.
Just what a move. Like I said, that defender was all over him. That was Devontae LeGrand. And then Flores just coming up with that big catch. Now Kyle Ward had a very nice return on the last kick return. We'll see if Prevost tries for that Uno or tries to kick it deep, or if he's going to go with one of the squibs here. And still looking for a winner out there. Once again, inactive tonight for the Wheeling Miners, Deshaun Johnson, offensive lineman, veteran arena player. Defensive lineman Torian Stevenson. Offensive lineman Ryan Helmick. Offensive lineman Xavier Thomas. And defensive lineman Larry Ford are the scratches here tonight. Andrew McBride, quarterback from McMurray College, was injured in the first game against the Steel City Stampede. So he is inactive tonight. Also Jamon Langford, Dakota Romantino, and Jalen Young. McBride, he didn't get a lot. He only got in for the 2 plays because of the injury. But I mean, I definitely see a lot of potential in this young man. Another one that was picked up in the National Scouting Combine. And that was where, like you mentioned, Anthony Prevost, one of the coaches up there, the offensive coordinator. That's where he met Joe Zellum up there. Andrew McBride. And like you said, really cool with Joel too, being from Waynesburg University. Wants to give a shout out to his family and also his son Cam. Playing in his first year pro here. Like I said, just what a crazy adjustment. He was telling me that he had not played offensive line since his sophomore year of high school. He was a natural defensive lineman from his junior year and then all the way through his time at Waynesburg.
Yeah, kicker Anthony Prevost, Coach Prevost at the scouting combine mentioned to us last night, Chris, that was one of the things that they talked about is they just kind of flipped Zellum over to offense and was like, let's try him out at fullback, let's try him out at tight end. And you've seen it pay off here tonight. He's had a couple tight end passes as well, just blocking down there for the offensive line of the Miners.
So Anthony Prevace set to kick off here for the Miners. There's the line drive kick. This time it's going to go up and over the boards there. I think that was a smart play by Prevost to be able to get that line drive and keep it out of the dangerous hands of Ward. With 10:30 to go here in this one, the Miners leading 36-26. The ball will come out there to the 20-yard line. Be a first down here for the Bearcats. Dio Dessois back into the game here in that nose tackle position, especially with Zay Lewis switching back over onto offense here. Javen Jones and Andre Portis, Javon Johnson and Andrew Plowden are the linebackers. Trips over here to the far side, or near side rather. Man going in motion here is going to be Savrides for Jersey. Cologne back to pass, looking, launching one downfield. He had Savrides open, and he's going to go all the way through the door. Almost took out one of the dancers. Savrides was wide open down there, but the ball was just overthrown by Cologne. I like the call there by Coach AJ from Jersey, trying to take a shot on that first play.
Yeah, Coach Riquet, good call there by him. Like we mentioned, a quarterback in his time, a very good one at that, seeing stints with the Harrisburg Stampede, also with the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks when they were in the IFL. So definitely has made his way around the Arena League and also playing in Erie as well.
Second down and 10 upcoming for the Bearcats. Renford now, former Philadelphia Soul and Lehigh Valley Steelhawk, is the man in motion. Cologne on the pump fake, looking downfield, has a man open, it's Renford, and he is into the end zone. Almost the exact same play, but this time it was Renford making the reception. Touchdown Bearcats with 8:42 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter.
Great read there by Cologne to find the receiver in the corner of the end zone. Like you mentioned, exact same spot, he just threw the other route.
So we'll see if the Miners could get a very important block here on this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one has been back and forth here in the fourth quarter. Cordova in to attempt the extra point out of the Dolphin hold. And here's the snap. The ball is down. It's going to be off the post and no good. So 7:54 to go here in this one. 36-32 in favor of the Miners. So Cordova hits one off the far side post. And now they're going to have to answer with under 8 minutes to go here in this one.
Offense get back out here. Grant Russell, once again, another chance to put another touchdown on the board.
Stephen Cologne. 4 touchdowns on the night for Stephen through the air. Then the one rushing touchdown by Nas Adams. So Cordova set to kick off here once again. Aaron Finch. And Finley back deep here for Wheeling. Be a line drive kick. It's going to be fielded by Finley at the 5. Looking for the hole, looking. He's found it on the outside. Finley makes one move and then will be spun down on the play by Deshaun Copes. And the Miners with good field position here at their own 23-yard line.
Chris, I look for a long, drawn-out drive here from Coach Rez to run that clock down just like he did in the third quarter. Pretty much took up the entire third quarter, did he, in that opening drive.
Trez giving his instructions to Grant Russell. 5 touchdowns on the night for Grant. Miners are going to have to hurry here, facing another delay of game call. On Thomas Cobb and Robinson, the far side receiver. Ron Brown here on the near side will be the motion man for the Miners. Here's the snap. It's a low one. Russell able to get it, dropping back, tries to launch it toward the outside. Thomas Cobb! What a circus catch by the Western Kentucky product, and the Miners have a first down.
What concentration there by Cobb to bring that one in, stay with it, and catch the football and get the first down for the Miners. Wow.
My goodness. He leaned back, had that with one hand, bobbled it a couple times, and then made the catch and has the ball inside the 20-yard line. Ball on the 18 to be exact. First down and 10 for Wheeling. Thomas Cobb, the near side receiver, along with Robinson. Ron Brown is the man in motion here for Wheeling. Russell hands it off to Westbrook on the outside, and Westbrook's going to be greeted immediately. So he's going to be brought down at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up second down for the Miners. That should only be second on that one.
Look at this great catch there. One-handed, goes up and gets it, brings it down. Just great concentration there by Cobb.
So it'll be a loss of 1. It actually does bring up third down. Russell going in under center is going to send Brown in motion. Here's the pass out to Thomas Cobb. Getting near the line, he was hit hard. See where exactly the marker's going to be. It's going to be marked awfully close to the sticks. And it will be whoop, sticks falling over down there. We have one official say first down. Under 5 minutes to go here. First down and 10 for the Miners. Westbrook, the running back, off to the right here for Wheeling. Ron Brown, the receiver. Robinson goes in motion. Russell looking, dropping back. And the ball was behind Andre Thomas Cobb. We're going to have a flag on the play and a holding call upcoming here against the Miners.
Big miscommunication there by Grant Russell and the receivers. Just could not get him going at all.
So it'll be first down and 20 here for Wheeling. Ball will be moved all the way back to their own 23-yard line. Clock strikes under 4 minutes, 36-32 in favor of Wheeling. Far side receiver is Thomas Cobb. Ron Brown here on the near side. Man goes in motion, it's Robinson. Here's the snap to Russell. Russell dropping back to pass, looking, had Robinson in the end zone, and it falls incomplete. And on the coverage there for the Bearcats, Devontae LeGrand. We also have a flag on the play. See what the flag is going to be here. So we have a roughing the passer call coming against the Bearcats. Automatic first down. That is going to be huge for the Miners. Huge first down here for the Miners. 3:23 here on a stop clock. Brown, the near side receiver. Thomas Cobb over on the far side. And Isaiah Robinson, the motion man. Under center is Russell. Looking out the pass, pump fakes, looks over to the corner, finds Thomas Cobb inside the 10-yard line, and he will be spun down inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He'll be just short of the first down marker. Will bring up second down for the Miners. Clock striking under 3. Once again, we will have the 1 minute, under 1 minute timeout. The 1 minute warning. Andre London, the near side receiver. Thomas Cobb goes over to the far side. Isaiah Robinson here on the near side. Robinson, the motion man. Here's the snap. It's over to London. Goes right near the sticks. And he will pick up the first down. Hit hard into the boards there by Deshaun Copes.
Great job there by London to bring that ball in, get to the first down, see where the marker was, outstretch the ball, and get where he needed to be to get the first down.
So ball will be inside the Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration red zone. First down and goal from the 4. We'll see if we see a couple carries here from Charles Westbrook. 1:37 here on the clock in the arena. Robinson, the motion man here for Wheeling. Russell gonna take it out to the right. Russell diving toward the end zone. He's in. Touchdown Miners! Grant Russell's 6th touchdown of the night. This one coming on the ground.
One thing that we mentioned, Chris, about Grant Russell and his legs, he can power it forward. He blows through a defender. He did the same thing in week 1, does it again here, finds his way into the end zone to put his team up by 10.
So Anthony Prevost in to attempt the ever important extra point. RC Everbeck, the long snapper. And Andre London, the holder. And that's going to bring us to the 1 minute timeout as Grant Russell making some friends over there by the Miners bench. I mean, wow. 11 total touchdowns now on the season for Grant Russell. 3 of them coming from the rushing side. I know you're looking forward to that night, Jeff, with it being Star Wars night.
Absolutely going to be a good time. Going to have some different uniforms here for the Miners for Star Wars night, so stay tuned for that to see what they unveil for Star Wars night.
Good look there at Joel Zellum, Waynesburg product. I'm telling you, we're getting a big man touchdown from him this year. I'm just saying it. You're getting one. Anthony Prevost in to attempt the extra point. This will be out of the Andre London hold with RC Everbeck as the long snapper. Here's the snap. It's a low one. Miners get a few blocks here, and Prevost is going to, oh, they're going to say it went off to the right. I didn't think I lost sight of the ball there. I thought it went right through. It'll be 42-32. 44 seconds to go here in this one. Here's the rush by Grant Russell to the outside. Just gets right into the end zone there. Don't forget to stick around here post-game. Well, some thoughts from you, Jeff, and then also from Jamarcus Webster. Miners a 42-32 lead in this one. Like I said, you knew it wasn't going to be easy against this Jersey Bearcats team, the defending champs from last year. But you also know that this is going to make this Bearcats team pretty angry, because they had the one loss last year and then came out with a vengeance in that championship game. We'll see if Prevost maybe tries another line drive kick here, if he's going to try to squib this one. Here goes Prevost. Gets it right underneath that scoreboard, and Kyle Ward on the return here for the Bearcats, and he is blown up hard on that play by Andrew Plowden. We're also going to have a flag on the play. I'm not sure if we had an injury down there on the return by Kyle Ward, as Anthony Prevost, right in the vicinity there, was the first one to run out to Ward and take his helmet off. Yeah, it was definitely a hard hit there from the side. So we had some unnecessary roughness at the end of the play. 56 seconds still to go in this one. And if you know arena and indoor football, that is a lifetime.
Absolutely, still a lot of football left in this one.
So the ball will be right at midfield, and Ward able to get off on his own power. Motion man here is going to be Alderelli. See if Ward's able to get back into the game here. Alderelli, the man in motion. Cologne, back to pass. He's going to be hit. He's going to be sacked. The ball pops out. It's on the ground. There's a wind down there, Miners. And they got it. Coming up with the sack and the football. Number 50, Zay Lewis from Wheeling University. We're going to have multiple flags coming in for the excessive celebration, because you cannot throw the football into the crowd. But Zay Lewis with the big sack and the fumble recovery. First turnover of the game there for the Jersey Bearcats. The ball will be back at the 21-yard line. 47 seconds to go here in this one as they readjusted the clock once again. Robinson lining up over on the far side. Brown will be the motion man here for the Miners. He's going to get the handoff to the outside. Here goes Ronnie Brown, Teal College product. Hey, not bad for a quarterback running the football there is Ron Brown. We said he could play anywhere on that field. Wide receiver, running back, everywhere. Ball beyond the 19-yard line. The Bearcats are going to want to take a timeout. I believe that should be their last. Yeah, that's what I thought. It should be their final timeout. 30 seconds to go here in this one. 42-32 in favor of the Miners. And big Zay Lewis coming up big on that sack and that fumble recovery, Jeff.
Absolutely, just got great penetration there on the outside, broke in and just all over Stephen Cologne on that one, causes the fumble and then recovers it himself.
the Miners can get a couple runs here and run this clock down. Man goes in motion. It's going to be Robinson. Russell under center, going to hand it off to Westbrook, who pushes the pile forward. And Westbrook on the carry there, and he will get the first down. That'll put the icing on the cake for the Wheeling Miners as they win their home opener against the defending champs, the Jersey Bearcats, 42-32 in this one. What a game, Jeff, between these two squads. You know you're going to probably see both these teams in a regional championship game.
Absolutely, just a great game out here by both teams, back and forth through the whole thing, and just Miners coming away with the victory here, move the season 2-0 on the season.
Absolutely, indeed. And then, like I said, they will go on the road next week to take on the Maryland Eagles before returning home on May the 4th to take on the Maryland Warriors. And I mean, 42-32 in this one. Like I said, this was a game script that we pretty much expected. We knew it was going to be a close game between these two squads.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great game out here by both teams. Bearcats being the champions last year. The Miners making their mark here, knocking off an undefeated team last week who was undefeated the previous year, and then now knocking off the reigning champions.
So real quick, Jeff, I'm gonna actually have you hand off the mic to Jamarcus, and then he's gonna hand it off back to you. You and I will put the icing on the cake on this one. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna have you grab Jamarcus Webster over here. So Jamarcus, come on over, and we're gonna throw on the headsets here. There we go, give him a little time to adjust here. And Jamarcus, a 42-32 victory for the Wheeling Miners in this one. And you saw it there at the very end. You mentioned Zay Lewis at the half. He comes up with a huge sack and then jumps on the fumble recovery, and then also played a key factor on the offensive line at the end of that game. What do you think about the Wheeling University product, Zay Lewis?
It just shows that Wheeling University can find the guys that make plays and are versatile. You know, Zay playing offensive guard for most of his college career, and then coming out here tonight being able to play defensive tackle and be that brute force that they need on that defensive line to get stops and get pushed, and at the end get that big strip sack on the quarterback for the Wheeling Miners. It's just amazing to see what he's done so far.
How about the performance of Grant Russell? 6 touchdowns here on the night, 5 through the air, 3 of them to Jeremiah Flores, 2 of them to Isaiah Robinson, and then has the rushing touchdown. I know this is the first time you got to see him play. How impressed were you with Grant Russell out there?
I'm really impressed. You know, it shows that he has the IQ to be a great quarterback. You know, takes his time to sit there in the pockets and observe the play field, to go out there and deliver a ball and make it look beautiful. You know, that's the type of quarterback play you need, and it's unbelievable what he just did tonight. You know, it's great for me to see.
So what was it like, your first arena experience? And, you know, I hope you're going to be able to be back with us on May the 4th. You know, we'd love to get you down on the field pregame, get some interviews down there also with the halftime and also in the postgame. What was your first experience like here in Wheeling?
It was great. The environment was electric. The atmosphere is electric. It's a good vibe in here. You know, the coaches put together a great team, come out here, win games, make it exciting for the people of Wheeling. You know, it's great to have a semi-pro team here in Wheeling, you know, to bring out spotlight in small cities, you know, even around America, but around here shows what we could do and what talent we could produce and whatnot.
Absolutely, indeed, as you see some of the players and the ownership there on the field. Then, hey, you see us there on the screen. And once again, folks, we really hope that you enjoyed tonight's game. Jamarcus, I hope you enjoyed tonight's game. We look forward to seeing you back here on May 4th as we take on the Maryland Warriors. But once again, the Miners heading on the road next week to take on the Maryland Eagles. So I'm going to have you go grab Jeff real quick, and him and I are going to put the final bow on this one. But the Wheeling Miners, a victory 42-32 over the defending champs, the Jersey Bearcats. So you know that this really puts an exclamation point on this one. And just what a fantastic team the Jersey Bearcats have. I mean, Jeff, they came, it was everything that we expected. We knew Steph Cologne was going to be an amazing quarterback out there. Brendan Renford was a big factor in tonight's game. Zavrides, this is a very good Jersey Bearcats football team that the Miners beat here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, it showed. They won the championship last year, bringing a lot of those guys back. They lost some to other teams, but they brought most of their core back. And I mean, honestly, Stephen Cologne showed tonight he's still got it. I mean, he was here a couple years ago in the championship game, and now he's in great form, throwing the ball deep downfield, and Renfro just a great receiver there for him to hit downfield. So, I mean, just a great game here by both teams.
And I mean, you're going to get a look at some of the post-game highlights here. And I mean, 5 passing touchdowns for Grant Russell, 6 total touchdowns on the night. One of those coming to the rushing variety. But you just look here, just able to avoid the pocket, looks downfield, and just gets Flores wide open there. I mean, Flores had defenders over him the entire night, but he was able to find a way to get open. And then you have the big sack here on Steph Cologne. I mean, what more can you say about this young Miners team?
Absolutely. Defensive core, just unbelievable there. Causing ruckus there, just getting Cologne, making him uncomfortable. When he was comfortable, he was carving him up. But when he was uncomfortable, he was picking himself up off the turf.
Absolutely. And then Zay Lewis, Jamarcus brought it up big time with Zay. I mean, a natural offensive line, but he gets the big sack at the end of the game and also the fumble recovery.
Absolutely. But what a great game here by Aaron Finch, just playing both sides of the ball, doing what he can here. Great job by the special teams, unbelievable job by special teams all night long, getting the nice recovery here for the 2 points.
That was coming from Tyree Williams. Like I said, we do hope that he is okay. We apologize, folks, we do not have an update on him, but you have Andrew Plowden getting the big paw in here and coming up with that block, and then the Miners taking it back down the other way. Andre Portis with a huge block as well to be able to free up Williams coming down the sideline there at the end of the game to be able to wrap that one up there. I think that was one of the key momentum turns there, was that blocked field goal. And then it leads to another touchdown with Isaiah Robinson on the carry there, but Isaiah has 2 touchdowns on the night, and then you have Flores with the hat trick.
Here's a touchdown by Isaiah Robinson, finding the corner there. Great vision there by Grant Russell to see him and find him in the end zone. Once again, great route here, throwing the defenders the opposite way and finding his way into the end zone.
And I mean, what are you seeing out of this young receiving core here? There's Flores' touchdown right there. Just what vision, or not the touchdown, but when he was brought down right before the end zone there. I mean, Flores, Robinson, you bring in veterans like London. You have Andre Thomas Cobb that's playing very well. Finch can play back there. Ron Brown, the list just goes on and on of these young receivers here for the Miners.
A lot of weapons out there for Grant Russell, and we talked about Andre London being a vet, being a coach also. So he's a coach on the field. That's one thing that you have a great attest to Andre London, is the fact that he's coaching while he's on the field. He's getting these receivers going. He's done it in practice. I mean, just getting them where they need to be, telling them to break off routes when they need to, high motions, all those things. And it's paid off here as Flores just has an unbelievable game out here tonight.
He really did, especially that was that route that we talked about where they sent Robinson down deep and then Flores came across the middle on the lower route and is the one that gets the reception. Russell looking amazing here. It's just, oh my goodness, the concentration by Flores on that one. He had the defender there in Devontae LeGrand all over him and then comes down with that touchdown reception to get his 3rd of the night. Russell falling back. How about this circus catch? Andre Thomas Cobb. I'll tell you what, he didn't find the end zone here tonight, but that catch right there was another momentum swing and really got this crowd pumped up for the Miners.
I tell you what about the strength of Grant Russell there to feel the pressure and then still get the ball off and throw a very catchable ball. And talk about the strength of Grant Russell, just his determination to find his way into the end zone and put the Miners further up here in this one. And that would be the deciding score there.
Yeah, he definitely just lowered his shoulder on that one, laying the boom, and that'll do it there for the highlights. Great job by our team at 1JB Media, John and his entire team. Miners escape WesBanco Arena here on the home opener, 42-32 in this one. Now, what are some things that you feel that the Miners are going to have to work on practice before they head over to Maryland and play that game next Saturday?
The offensive line to make sure that they don't get his pressure, try to keep Grant Russell upright. They finally did that later on in the game. Receiving core was fantastic. I think it's the back end. I think it's the defensive backs. They got to talk to each other, communicate more, and just try to pick up some more receivers later on in the game. They did that early on, though. Stephen Cologne and that receiving core kind of carved him up a little bit.
It really did, but you expected that with a veteran in Cologne. You expected he was going to have big numbers tonight, and a veteran like Grant Russell on the other side for the Miners, you expected big numbers out of him here tonight. But like I said, it's that young receiving core right now and that young defensive back core that is just so impressive out there right now for the Miners. There's obviously going to be some growing pains here, especially with a lot of these guys being rookies, but I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with how these guys have played here tonight. You have to give it to the offensive defensive line. Charles Westbrook having some big runs there in the backfield, and then overcoming injuries as well. Cam Dixon goes down, Tyree Williams goes down, but then you just pick up right where those guys left off, and the Miners escape here with the victory.
Absolutely, just setting a precedent here, like we said, knocking off the returning champions in the Jersey Bearcats.
Absolutely, indeed. So, Jeff, I want to give you this time. Any final thoughts on tonight's game?
Just a great game here for the Miners and the Bearcats. The fans were treated to a great one here in WesBanco Arena. Good crowd here. Thank you guys for listening on the stream tonight, hanging out with us, and being able to broadcast this game. Once again, just great game by Grant Russell. He knocked the rust off last week. He comes back at home and just puts up huge numbers here in the win.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt in this one. Grant Russell is going to be our MVP of this one with 6 total touchdowns, 5 touchdowns through the air, and 1 rushing touchdown. We hope all you fans enjoyed this game here tonight, whether you're tuning in for the Jersey Bearcats, the Wheeling Miners, or if you were just a fan in general. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Bear with us, folks. It was only broadcast number 1. Still plenty more to go this season. We'll be broadcasting live here from WesBanco Arena on May the 4th as the Miners take on the Maryland Warriors. Once again, it is Star Wars night, but if you can't make the game, make sure you tune in here on the stream. The Miners hit the road next week against the Maryland Eagles. That'll be on April 27th, and it'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. For Jeffrey Blumenauer, I want to thank our team once again at 1JB Media. Also thank Jamarcus Webster for joining us here tonight. For all of them, I'm Chris Thoburn. Thank you for tuning in. You've been listening to Wheeling Miners Football.